the Accra Sports Stadium pitch, how it looks, and this video less than 20 minutes old. Video less than 20 minutes old. It is a video that I'm the attendance as we speak, you know. I know want to capture far field, you know, so no. And seriously, the pitch is looking very, 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 very good. Looking. Papa, it is looking very, 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 very good. What do we need? Extra pitch in it, because a pitch, you know, in a better condition. Of course, players a bit not so bono. And a bit me actually say condition in sanity and I say and it's a cross posted in pitch, and at least if you look at this, far better than the Ghana able 2 World Cup qualifiers and that's what do we need? Say the view that we are having from cameras, you know, I bet you say as a pitch, you know, better kakra. Was a pitch, you know, as a better compared to and say said it is and one more adosu papa. Once again, Mami announces Senka original time in the 12 minutes na yakwakobo. The original time for the game, no, and kaka 12 minutes near ball. Nemum say game na pushi echo and I say analysis say I don't expect to give the best at free for the pepe. Macro President's Cup Kotoko has and His Excellency Nana Kufado. And no one more sa pepe. And now no Kotoko Asek Musa. El Baba has posted the President's Cup. Yamon sa pepe. Yana who announces a president Bababia because national security is always looking out for say nipa born for we decide say mo tata president intino ubenwana omatwe eko echire kakra me call the Accra Sports Stadium minia Kofi Ansa Apagya ewa oni yan ebon komo ewa koma 87 Poran FM Kofi Pacho otemenka ya chia emu akwa ba de ba koma FM so hello Kofi Ansa Apagya. Hello, Apeja, Oni Apeja. Ofi meton kapa mi jiri sem problem boko.
Pepe yen pe su ara men ko esensa wo kapa me bra smate. Ya ma che fo ko. Ahora sa apri bata. I can't post them. I am man. It's a responsible. The media and scoreboard. You know, I want to. I say one more. One must support it. Yeah, I'm going to now. I'm going to. And see what the person of outside media. Stadium no be a man. One more AK with a team to the Baba who say no game no me across so never who had for the very first time in some games today. Supporting my man is a number. 2 million my only the 2 January. Game no now was a top no nine. But you better animal any something for the game no call no Numa. They are ready to 5 PM instead of 4 and I gave off everything after from media. I count 1 hour 9 minutes. Not give no right now about the because area to that one more hour area musicians are one more so other performing now me no can say there I don't think smoke and I don't know so what about to supporters are every table our go man so any there's no can say there one more energy to say muna one of hujum now supporters no ethnic filika if you would see over the background the noise any day I cross now I smoke and I'm picking my now what about the supporters I walk out for the money one year ya pay for wally but also come now one so the performance at before the football and so at me out so 2 teams in there you move in and my if you come over the room I want the transport cinema the process no aba and now is answer the right but to what has an airport they are touching me you pay also on my penny I did the follow the brain and let me have a table I hard to money have a slow game. So and I'm musicians that put my wife over the set a wall of smoke and one thing now. About the game and a couple of money have there one and they are practice supporters and I free game. And you can try and get the crew. I will stadium which is supporters here. From back to do now so I want to see our mobile and then one or Ghana and each other. You come up now you captain of Independence Square end of the digital and University Kakao what my woman supporters every a number of supporters of more on team. Anyone of every man, anyone wants to mess up but they are not present in here. One of them never tried to get for them 18 two teams, Manchester and to a new entry and a Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And now every move for Empire is on job for what is on Komoko Park Kotoko. I arrive now. There's security and I'm the police in Mobile. One moment I go and do a moment. You got to go to do. I can't have the book. You say, so Muslim Council of Mopa. And the other number supporters number. As it says now, who the over that for the other number supporters number. Koku Smoke is on America. The supporters next year.
Koku Smoke on the mic and Apeja on the phone. Kofi Medase, Yabasepa, and Repum. Now, what the commentary at the Ama Kumasamai. Thank you so much. Ani Kofi Ansa Apeja and what in Kana Asante Kotoko. Mausa Asante Kotoko place no. One at Yesi pitch no so. One more Abba Park. Asante Kotoko Chita Fono. One Abba Park. Yeah, Enya Sabketwa. And also one place no. One Abba Park na Koku Smoke. Currently one ana air performing. I was the Accra Sports Stadium. Koku Smoke no. One pushy crowd no so musori nyina munaso. Enya Sabketwa kra. Na let's we had you know TV na ya official omo na etwa match no e da so go 4 pm ti mo so be challenge me say na TV no so omo mu twa say 4 pm na pepe o say 5 dey baby aboy dey say ka omo say saro na omo edi abati yes Emmanuel Uzulator the chief executive producer let's o dey we know say issue password it ya the kind ebo password na ansana afi ye hwe yenkoye ni ma ha eno ano kasara me da bi onam ti the oben say ai ko bi na me hade okay eti yenko na me hade na video dem
password na fa
so password wa mo untimi nya access no eti sa na etie na ese koma okay across post the Tatan tracks in your
there be no
because Smoke go perform ni pe di na jinye ni paketwa
and na menti as
the other side
yes no come performing but people once again share here for no na be sure say na o can be na omunya communicating share almost a game near 4 p.m. but house of 4 no
5 p.m. house of grandfather
and family and agaka for na so family and sure say be omunya that official communicating but eko say na your more born they should have called their technicians on grounds
na come because 5 minutes to 4
Africa na musicians na performing there something should let you know say game no here any
performing having a Shatawali baba
but my memory campaign for Abaso they've done something very very good many years ni who said ni bi AFCON 2024 number hobby I saw what happened both finals no there were a lot of musicians on performing here supporters who go and watch team no but there should be something every day you keep saying should invite them not necessarily say Kotoko has never even Madrid Career Ball Champions League finals Krana UEFA for line up musicians for not necessarily so mundo mo here yes a game na born musicians need nipanko but there's a final you set the game at 4 p.m. you don't expect somebody to move from Kumasi from Cape Coast from Tekredi so Metna Stadium or 10 a.m. so what was action there should be something about entertaining ebi or buy no behind the scene Krana as a park in a chi jama be so and then so bit my side to more then on so busted tem Krana be bit my attract no and line up no more no Koku Smoke Shatawali and other stars no line up no yamo John and San the Gaka president and I've been penny for about because this is a game I bought in honor of the president. It's all ball and that's a empty stadium. Said last time I got a ball the year the Ivorian team mobile on the Cup and the free commercial Asante Kotoko. I said Mosano at the Borough Sports to me who this number. Nine numbers no any huge city in a year. The last time I House of OK Kotoko Cup no 2-1 our Accra Sports team I was there. Who this numbers even Ghana Premier League just ended. Kotoko has a boy and a crown. It was virtually an empty stadium. On a ball game no. One thing I mean me Benefono any till date. John Sanchez several times. As a president in decided say president the catch almost mono free gate, which I don't know for fact say in the idea. But even with that, they should have even given reasons to the president and say they can sell the game, they can market it to work. So the bear many big free and say many headline sponsors be given and I say major sponsors be apart from 70,000 which are clubs no many SKB and film beam. And think at least ultimately Emakati game ni Edison lineup here the two just say Shatoli no ko game ebo show e stadium or beyond 200 cities e nipa be here enti say online up kwakusumu ko ne or hit recently on Saturday ball
fantastic
hit enti o you be amanfo nim no and shatter enti anka o price gate no even at 10 or 20 cities you could get something from you know
na o dey be yes I discuss because my dream say president backup park VIP on maybe a president be
hold the man free
o ka say utua
hold the man free
OG 5,000
people pay and come
people who want to sit with the president
of course
and that's an honor so what my ben president you know now the VIP no so they akose now the we akose ye be no now so almost starting say bet my boama people paying to, but the good thing is that you come to the stadium and you'll be entertained.
Sure.
If people are ready, nanka ombetia and so enye Asante Kotoko.
It's also say one thing to us say your football no and
of course.
If you do it better, people will come and watch.
The Africa final when you go in Liverpool Stadium ko hwe.
Do we any ye nko dia nipa ba hwe when ye adia demo bi say o market game here people will come and watch it. Firstly more gaka for penny for so what we are seeing today our Accra Sports don't say Shatoli the enjoy staging work show say or did you no call there shatter there no can we post no kakra bi bema Coca Krabi because Shatter no dey no be shiri nti man do me park no so enwa nti no yes nti no your mom penny for number so me sure the game dey be so but at least what we are seeing even with this crowd no crowd the park no big pair there Kofi can change the Chelsea park in Bayama but even with this numbers crowd there I'm for share say
current current videos
that's fine
any past that fill for more
your more campaign for
Independence Square but nipa na wa chire no
adonso
and they will still open for them to go because nipa wa chire papa their form on nyina no I start FL
just a communication to the FA president the Ghana Premier League committee or more domestic games in the snow any football people entirely say game no we good marketing people come and watch it because me ko share game against House of Folk against Bofakotano Sunyani Koneshi Park at 12 o'clock you do Sunyani na park na it tells you that people really love the game and do your marketing here nko dia amam for ba share ball your mom penny for baso
ye bogaka abasu yi papa na Kabiru afa ye ngura park na so Kotoko players no abetache field no and almost red Kotoko for no red and a technical team no green said the kind no one more attach a pitch no so atiatia so kakra we Asante Kotoko one more a place no e bro mu see park no so na wonum ewurum ekoba no one more ewura park no so they were just unantenant so you walk around it you walk now on park no the texture the length of grass no mo twa no any bibia anti omanantenant so and on fa on the church one supporters so Kotoko are in red hearts of folk asho mo yellow t-shirt one so ababedru na baby Kotoko sha ase nante hard hearts for so and 95 the Accra Sports Stadium dressing room no won chen to obia hono pie bae and this is hearts of folk one so ashe one yellow nti at the time Kotoko exit akwako pm dressing room no na hearts of folk one so enter in fact hearts for the buy no na Kwaku Smoke and number be has for almost all the players obia chiana hagin almost all the players we chiana no hagin no we chiana hagin na Kwaku Smoke perform ya enya asem kitwa so yes later
yen sunya de kakra kabiru ko chika kakra bi mame se wode korokode no kraba ba bia na Kwaku Smoke gina woto nyom no we should learn from it yen yen say either say players na be fa park no so ko ana say performance no be perform ya wi musicians no be to nyom na wi na players na ba park no so
Kwaku Smoke ni on nipa bi no bi di na chi
yen say
na has yen kwade omo bowura mu ntino o hagi we no
I'm sure the organizers no going for it they should learn it yen say musicians no be perform wi mu wi a ya kan nyina players no ombe fa park no so you know be warm up
up till now warm up nyama because the game is 5 p.m. it warm up in nyama it we sure say Kotoko for no say has ba no mo now they are going to change
and come back
their warm up jersey no ma ba abayo warm up no has to folk for no so awia omo fa park no so wi no omo so abekwa ko change no ma ba na for ma ba be warm up na nkasa then omo awie warm up na two teams ni na akọ ako change no ma ba then the real game also ebeshase
they should learn from this yen see either say obiara tunyum musicians no ma from nyina mo tunyum ni wia maybe at the last 40 minutes in the place na be for park so no ma ba be warm up no in your time mo na park no so na
because kind of Shatta of course Kwaku is hating but Shatta is a far huge artist
yes.
and Senipa Munidi Kwaku Smoke Shatta ya people be 15 ya no mo brecha no da bia me papa wanyan ba because your born no Kwaku na o mresa
no bebi o be pia wato no
Shatta hwiri no mo hwiri ha na Kwaku Smoke ne heart for no mengo chiawi yes said me kind nti hat to folk India yellow jersey almost aba nante pitch so achachi almost supporters now the two teams no echo dressing room omo ko change omo no maba abaye the warm up as we speak the physical instructors no any assistant coaches na asise omo kun say players na edeba abaye sa exercise no let's one thing I bet me asua free we mu ye you are just saying it say eba organization now in here MTNFA Cup committee for them you say if you really sell the game to the people they will respond
sure
wait Gaka for them you say because throughout the week Gaka executives almost all radio stations and TV stations in Accra they've been there on my promo yeah me say nipa ya tiwi enya because of 10 or 20 cities in India and on buy no sanke ya je 20 cities and kometua ya je 10 and kometua e bia ka so je 100 200 ya na wosoro it is not because of the money because there have been times I remember the last President's Cup amene ko Accra na a ball 5 na say
yeah now so frigate
still Dika Suma advanced party man be hu nipa ono and was Suma say omumpe kwa verse nipa
announcement still
the announcement is almost all radio stations in make us nipa onyina stadium na chi se ken wa be gina the high announcement to be wura na nipa no wo kokomlemle obi wo yi kaso a
oma
even I can just say free or everybody OTV but it seems marketing of our game one thing this UEFA should the FIFA for America to get people to the stadium but here the fun say
no me
about 3 years over
okay even last us na man qualify for AFCON Krana ball last two World Cup qualifiers. You saw what the FA did a lot of messages no more from social media on radio stations
digital platforms
and people came give no anxious Krana pack man in fact now openings any against Chad against Madagascar Krana people were
or you feel we're still going to be staying with that particular ideology that
it's the consistency that we are talking about here because sometimes you see a Kotoko House player who played this week next week when you go and watch him as if he was not the one so it's a worrying because they don't keep the consistency going so that is what the same we are going to witness the same thing that they did last week this but like you said when we played against Dolphins in Kumasi, Graham, if you remember, we played on Sunday and it was a rain-off. People have to change their flights and wait to watch the match on Monday.
Oh, against Dolphins? Wow.
Because they scored us first, so we need to come back 4 goals.
4-1.
4-1. So we need to score and then the rain spoiled the match, so we need to play the next day. And the stadium was more full than even the Sunday. It was a working day, Monday, but they came to watch quality.
Sure.
Not just players playing on the field, but quality was implemented.
I mean, I do also recall when recently when Kotoko played in the Confederations Cup and played against Kano Pillars, the stadium was filled to capacity.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because it was the Confederations Cup and people wanted to see Kotoko perform at the highest level. The same way, if Hartlepool were to play in the Confederations Cup and for people, witness and realize that, oh, the team is playing well, the fans will come. Like McQueen said, the most important thing is about having consistency in the teams and making sure that the players are playing at a certain standard. You know, I am worried where, again, people are saying that if you take a look at those who are genuinely Hearts and Kotoko fans, they are more people, they are the people who are above their 30s, who witnessed the 2008, 2004, 5, 6 Hearts Kotoko encounters. The current generation of 18, 19 years don't even care about Hearts and Kotoko. You can talk about Chelsea and mine, they will be interested in that one. So how do you sell the games or the two teams into these generation of Ghanaian fans, football lovers? Because for them, it's not about Hearts and Kotoko. For those of us who are in our 40s, we know much about Bequain, Dankwe. Some people don't even know who Dankwe is.
That's true.
Dankwe can walk around, nobody knows him.
Yeah.
Except maybe you and me and other people say, oh, that's Dankwe. But those at 19, 18 years, they don't even know. But they know Rashford. They know, what you call it, Wayne Rooney. They know David Beckham. They know them because of what? Exposure. So we have a lot of work to do. That even at the point, somebody was telling me that at some point, some legends of Hearts of Folk would walk into the stadium and people would, who are you? You haven't paid for your ticket. You go to Kumasi and some legends of the club, some people are like, especially those who are at the gate, who are you? They don't know them. And you don't blame them because they never saw them play. So it is now, I'm saying that it's a responsibility of Hearts and Kotoko to now create a certain platform for their legends and their former players, that when they want to watch games, they have a special card that is shown and then say that this is a former Kotoko legend. He's supposed to watch our games for free. This is a legend for Hearts of Folk. He's supposed to watch our games for free. That is what you do to motivate those who end up playing for you and want to associate themselves with the club. Like I said, we need to sell the football in a certain way that those who have played the game before and still associate themselves with the club. For instance, Heart of Lions former players, I'm not sure some people in Bando still remember some of them when Bequain was playing there. I'm not sure.
True.
Yeah,
they remember.
True. Yeah,
that's true.
I don't think so. They don't even know them. But I think I forgot some of them. There was this, apart from Mike, what's his name? The one who played for who came to play for Kotoko. No, there was a player who played for Kotoko and scored a goal against Bando Hearts of Lions. Kotoko lost that game, but he went to play for Germany. He went to play a football club in Germany. You know, I forgot the name. One striker, very good striker. You know, so when you go back in our days, these clubs must begin to recognize the old ones and then find a way to sell the clubs. Today, we are here. A player is signed for Kotoko. The player does not know the history of Kotoko.
that's what I'm saying.
They have no idea what the club is all about. Same with Hearts of Folk. You sign, they don't even know the history of the club because the club doesn't own their own facility for them to even have a tour of the facility, to know the former players, former pictures. I walk into Old Trafford and I can see pictures of all their players, and they have scripts about every player who was outstanding, Van Persie, Wayne Rooney, David Beckham, all of them. So when you sign, you go and watch those players. So you decide who you want to, what name you want to have for yourself and how you want to play.
Even jersey numbers. Jersey numbers also counts. You can't just walk to Manchester and go and pick number 7 jersey. No. There's a responsibility on that number. But over here, anybody just walks in, picks a jersey that he wants to use, then he's playing the season.
Let me ask, what jersey number was Infum wearing? What jersey number was even Karim Zito wearing when he was at Kotoko? What jersey number was Reverend Sekofu wearing when he was at These are things for all of them. Hearts of Folk, go back to the history. What jersey number was the person wearing? Why was he wearing this number? What was the history behind it? How has the jersey number evolved over time? How significant is it? And all those things. these are things that we must sell. But like I said, that is for a lot of football managers to deal with. But to sell the football of Kotoko and has to the Gen Zs and the Gen Alphas and whatever their names are, they don't know anything about Hearts and Kotoko.
Exactly.
And they don't care. They would not come to the stadium ordinarily to come and watch, but they would prefer to go and sit at pubs and watch Chelsea, Fluminense, and whatever. They will want to watch those games.
All right,
but
so
they will not come and watch Asante Kotoko.
Exactly. So currently, pictures on your screens are now from the dressing room. Kumasi Asante Kotoko. There you have Hearts of Oak dressing room there already prepared. The captain. We're going to be seeing some great football this afternoon.
And I think there's no names on the jerseys.
Yeah, because this was actually done by the.
No, you see, this is all things that Graham was just saying, because if I should see the name, I will know the player from now. How much will it cost for you to put the names there for the fans to know their players?
That's true.
You see, it's all part of the marketing strategy.
Yeah.
Because now everybody is wearing any number anyhow, and then we don't even know them. For now, if you tell me to give you Kotoko first 11, I cannot give you.
That's interesting.
It's not all of them that are even.
And this is a Kotoko legend speaking. Yeah. And I think this is quite a serious issue we need to address going into the next season.
But again, it's also a worry for the commentators, because beyond the fact that there are new players who have come in,
you don't know their names.
You want to identify them by jersey numbers and of course their names.
Yeah.
I think we've gone a long way to have these things. We talked about it. It was changed. We don't have to lower the bar.
Yeah.
Once you know that this is even if it's a ceremonial cap, one jersey that player is going to wear for House of Oak or Kotoko on the day with his name at the back, it's fine. Give it to the person.
It will not cost you anything.
But when we do these things, I think at the end of the day, we are still going back into the time where there was no numbers and names, and there was no names, and so I mean, because I know sometimes. They are even the camera guys. When they are there, you ask them, number 6, who's number 6? Now he's going to call the floor manager.
Yeah.
Who's then the floor manager will go and ask the assistant coach, who is wearing number 6? This is all stress.
Where am I?
But anyway,
stress.
guys, I think, going forward, let's just let viewers enjoy today.
Sure.
We need to have a broader stakeholder meetings and also discussion concerning even next season. Listen, for me, the headache is that you're seeing these beautiful pictures on your screens, the jerseys, everything, the pump and pageantry around the President's Cup and what have you. Will it be just a 9-day wonder or a flash in the pan? After this, are we going to see even our schools and the kids? Are we going to see our churches rep your jersey with Ghanaian clubs? What are we going to see? Can we start changing the narrative now by making sure that, as we stated, though this is being organized by Galka and they have to put up these jerseys and everything, I feel again they need to be pat on the shoulder for putting up such a great thing. They have done well with the part of trying to get people to throng the stadium to celebrate the Republic Day. But importantly, this is what we are saying. Really, do we want to go back again, or we want to change the narrative? Because ordinarily, you would want to say that, okay, if it had to be even a ceremonial game in England, we don't want to be doing the comparison, but then we are forced to sometimes when these things come up. Again, you will not see a ceremonial cup being played, and you enter the dressing room and there are no names on jerseys. And it's a worry because the kids who are watching live currently at home would want to say they can identify with the jersey number. Mommy, buy me this player's jersey, because I saw it on screen, and that's the interesting part. And the whole issue has to do with the fact that the influx of these jerseys in our system, where we don't have our own even for kids. And you get people, you approach them and you ask that, why don't we have a Hearts of Oak jersey for kids? Okay, it was quite an interesting conversation I had with somebody in Hearts of Oak. She said I shouldn't mention her name though. She said, we had a particular general manager who came. He changed a few things, and then after changing those things, well, he says the kids' jersey should be sold at the same price as the jersey for the union, and so many things that really is not helping our league. But hey, let's enjoy today when we do and have fun after, I mean, these clubs. So Coach Karim Zito waving us there, telling us what they have up their sleeves currently. The players trooping into their dressing room, getting ready for the game so far. So wherever you're watching us from, these are live pictures we're bringing you. Is the dressing room of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, former vice chairman or vice president of the Ghana Football Association, who just went by, Fred Papo there on your screen, and also organizers of the Ghana League Clubs Association, the camera station there to welcome Kumasi Asante Kotoko into their dressing room. So wherever you're watching us from, we're counting it down. Kickoff is just about beginning, and we gather that Shatawale will be performing pretty soon also, and then get to enjoy this game. It's our version of El Clasico, and we're bringing it to you live in your homes here on GH1 TV and on Ago TV, and the commentary is going to be obviously on our sister stations. It's going to be on Star 103.5 and on Kasapa. You're going to be hearing Winter and Otega on the commentary side here on Kasapa. So make sure you tune in to our radio channels also across the country. We're bringing you live commentary of this particular game. Eric, beautiful game. What do you remember when you see them entering the dressing room like this during your days?
Yeah, when it gets to this time, I mean, it's almost time for the show. So my concentration is more on how I start the game with, because in football, you have 15 minutes to organize yourself on the field of play. You don't just start. Abedipele used to advise us on that one, that at least 5-10 minutes, you should know what you're about on the pitch. Don't go and do something extra which you haven't planned for. There should be a plan towards the game. So that is what you have to have in mind. But when we get here, there's nothing like mobile phones or anything. It's all about you being meditating on the game and then to go and give in. Even if you can play just 10 minutes, play that 10 minutes well and leave that legacy there.
Exactly. Yeah. So you saw the phobia bird landing there. They call it. The phobia bird has also landed at the Accra Sports Stadium. And then pictures of players of Accra Hearts of Oak getting into their dressing room also. I was expecting to see powder on their faces. Unfortunately, this time around.
Maybe it's in the dressing room.
Anyway, so yeah, these are live pictures from the Accra Sports Stadium where we're bringing you that game. Is the President's Cup, who will be lifting the 18th edition of the President's Cup this evening at the Accra Sports Stadium. Will it be Kumasi Asante Kotoko, who came all the way from Kumasi this morning to face their arch rivals, Accra Hearts of Oak? So pictures currently on screen has to do with players of Accra Hearts of Oak, getting into the dressing room. They're all feverishly poised for this particular action. Graham, if you're still there, what does this bring you? I mean, what memories do you get from such things?
I mean, typical Hearts and Kotoko matches. The home, Accra Sports Stadium has been the home of Hearts of Oak, as compared to that of Kumasi also being the home of Kotoko. But this is where sometimes the argument starts in the tunnel. I remember when the match about starting, that is when the players even begin to fight in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to have the bragging rights. That is where the concentration is. There are moments sometimes, depending on what happens, where they will tell you that there's somebody went, smear some whatever at the dressing room, and there's so many things happening there. There's some incense being burnt there and all those things. I'm not too sure if these things are still being done between these two clubs anytime they want to play. So we want to see some bit of professionalism is on the pitch that we see these things. And like I said, it's a ceremonial cup, so there wouldn't be a lot of competitiveness there because the season's about to start. A lot of Kotoko players want to be fixed to concentrate on the Confederations Cup. Other players also want to be fixed so the next season they may get the opportunity to play. Yesterday we saw Musiala pick up that grueling injury, out for 6 months. It means the season will start. He'll probably be in a cast there. So it's more like players would want to be cautious, but again they want to be competitive on the pitch to show their fans that they have the bragging rights. This season it's been Kotoko all through against Hearts of Oak, and now Hearts of Oak see that. Listen, yeah, you had your day at the season, But when it comes to this cup match, we want to show to you that we always love the cups. And so we want to see how it goes.
Exactly. So, currently you have Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Kumapima Pimbeba, the lads are on the field now, warming up against all odds. They are currently in. Listen, they are poised for action. You see the likes of Mohamed Kamara, who obviously being imposed. In defense, we're going to be having Aziz Haruna Dari, Samba O'Neill, Henry Ansu. We're going to be seeing the likes of Patrick Asiedu, Joseph Ablo, Lord Amwa, and a host of them there, all prepared for this particular action. Will it be the day that the story will be rewritten? Last year, I'm told that Hatofok was mocking Kumasi Asante Kotoko because Asset Mimosa came all the way from Ivory Coast to defeat them, and so they are going to teach them how to play the President's Cup here at Accra Sports Stadium, Eric.
You know, those are some of the bragging rights that makes the game very, very good. Yeah, so I'm yet to see, both coaches, what they have for us at the upcoming season, what they have for us. This game will showcase everything. Definitely. We are going to see everything which the coaches have for us during the upcoming season.
Exactly. So Kamara there on your screens, the likes of Albert Amwa, and also Elvis Chepafor and Kwame Poku. You've seen all of them warming up for this particular pulsating action we'll be experiencing this afternoon at the Accra Sports Stadium. So time is fast ticking. We're counting it down. Kickoff will definitely be coming up pretty shortly also. So wherever you're watching us from, make sure you call a friend to call a friend. Stick and stay with us here on GH1 TV. We're expecting Accra Hatofok also to turn on to the pitch now. The boots. So this is what we were talking about. The players and checking their stocks and their boots and whatever it is that they need to get right before the game kicks off. And it's important, Eric.
Yeah, because when they came on the pitch to check the field, you should have known the boot that he will use, not when he got onto the field to play before you check on those things. So I think some people must raise their bar high. In the technical team and all that. Yeah.
Anyway, so this for your information, the likes of Zakaria Fuseini, Francis Aqua, who were all signed from Brekum Chelsea.
They are starting.
Yeah, they are starting in this particular one, and it's quite an interesting sight. Anyway, Karim Zito has something up his sleeves this afternoon, and I believe that it's going to be an afternoon full of, it's going to be a KG encounter, and it's going to be an end-to-end action afternoon. You're not going to be bored, obviously, because the likes of Francis Aqua, they come in with so much verve and energy. Watching him play for Brekum Chelsea, and also Aziz Haruna Dari, who is from Bechem United, alongside Johnson Opong, who all play for Bechem United. I see them in there, and they're definitely going to be involved in this particular one. So it sets up the tone for a great one, obviously, Eric.
Those new guys, they have a lot to do, unlike those that have played the season before. They are into gel. We don't know how much they've gelled by now, because the gelling will be the antidote for their performance. But football has one language. So at all costs, you don't expect them to speak Ga with you or speak Hausa with you before you can perform. Football has its own language, which is a common norm for every player to understand. Because now you need to buy into the coach's philosophy with this game. So if you're able to put up a good show, understand his style of play, his system, everything, then you are good to go for the season.
Right, so good to go for the season. Eric Bequin says, what are we up for this afternoon? Wherever you're watching us from, these are live pictures coming in from the Accra Sports Stadium. It is the 2025 President's Cup. It's the 18th edition, and we're bringing it to you live on GH1 TV as well as Ago TV. So make sure you tune in wherever you are. If you're listening to us on radio, we'll be bringing you the commentary live on Kasapa 102.5, Otega and Winter are bringing you that particular commentary, and on Star 103.5 FM also we're going to be hearing Benghazi, Benjamin Yamwa, as well as Jones Aji, the on the commentary side. So pictures there on your screen. We have, Kumasi Asante Kotoko lads feverishly warming up for the particular game. And so we're expecting to see Accra Hearts of Oak turn up also to warm up for this particular one. But obviously, we're going to be bringing you a few of the statistics also for you to know, and also the players you should watch out for both sides. Well, so there you have Accra Hearts of Oak turning out also in that beautiful, look at the training kits. The warm-up kits. Yeah. Beautiful warm-up kits, right? I like the colors and what it brings to our football. We miss these kind of colors sometimes when they are even playing the league.
We don't know them as we speak, so we've seen them now, at least with the names behind it. Because there's a funny thing that goes on within the clubs, where after a season, jerseys that players have wear with their names on it will be covered.
That's it.
Given to a new player to use for training and friendly matches. But at least after every season, a player must have his jerseys to take home, maybe to give to the loved ones or something. But in Ghana here, most teams, they don't do that. They will collect all the jerseys and then reprint the back. Which is not professional
at all.
Where we've got the level that, because these jerseys that they are going to use today should be given to them. It's not a jersey that it's an anniversary something, which they need to have the jerseys with them.
So the name should have been at the back.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, Accra Hearts of Oak lads there on your screens are also warming up there. What are we set for? Yeah, so it promises to be quite a cagey encounter, and for the lovers of our own game, they were coming together. I thought maybe we were going to see some powder there, but hey, yeah. So the ways and means and what have you, Accra Hearts of Oak. Anytime they come up against Kotoko, you heard Bequin also saying it there. But listen, I feel there's a message these players want to send across.
Yeah.
We are worried here because a few things, have not been put in place in terms of, their kits, in terms of the jersey numbers, in terms of the names behind the jerseys and what have you. But I believe very well that these lads also are poised for something. They want to send a message out there. They want to give their best also for the whole nation to see that our football is not dead. And for you, the legends, when you get to watch this thing, what does it bring back?
A lot. It brings a lot of, the past, what we used to experience by watching from afar, and you have the chance to be on the pitch now. You need to exhibit that quality. The reason why you were being scouted, this is where you need to showcase it for the fans to know their expectations for the season. So as a player, now it's not about the coach anymore. It's about you, the individual, what you are ready to, exhibit for us to watch. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, there's news trickling in that the place is getting jam-packed now, and so we're just cautioning a few people. If you know you might not get a place to sit because the stands, a few stands have been covered. The place is a no-go area. The military is stationed there. Remember when Ghana took on Chad? They were asked not to go to that stand, the stand that faces the Independence School. Covered. That's where you see a huge banners being covered there. And so, listen, if you can't get into the stands and you can't get a seat, just get home and tune into GH1 TV or Go TV and get to watch the game, because we gather the place, the momentum is picking up, the place is getting filled up. And what have you? Well, so yeah, we'll be listening to Dramani pretty shortly. Before that, also let's check out this with regards to the statistics that you need to know coming into this particular one, where as we're bringing it to you live. Okay, so let's hear my colleague Monica Bukari speak to Coach Masudi Dramani,
head coach of the club. What performance and tactics are we looking forward to in today's game?
I think that is so key that we're looking at the energy level, and then we're looking at the effort that comes out, and then we're looking at the performance. I think we're looking at how compact and then how controlling we can be when we have the ball, and how controlling we can be when we don't have the ball.
We also understand that Benjamin Asari will not be in post. We heard he's unwell. Tell us more.
Yeah, he's been down with malaria and then has not trained with the team for the past 1 week, and then he started running just yesterday, which was match day -1.
Now tell us, before I let you go, looking forward to the future, you being the head coach of the club, new season is coming up. What should we expect? Is it going to be a prelims for you to select your new squad ahead of 2026?
I think it's important that you cannot have a house without people. You know, every house needs people. And so we putting the house together in the right ways, and then we giving everyone the opportunity to show what he has. And then at the end of the day, it's a work in progress.
Thank you very much. We wish you all the very best.
Yeah, Coach Didi Dramani there speaking to my colleague Monica Bukari at the Accra Sports Stadium. Prepared feverishly for that particular one. But just for you to know a few things, let's check out the statistics of a few of the players to watch out for in this particular game. They've turned out, you saw them in their dressing room, the various teams and the various players and what have you. So this is it. Look out for this gentleman in post for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I'm talking about Mohamed Kamara there. He's a goalkeeper. The matches he's played when it comes between he and Accra Hatzofolk, he's played 2 games so far, and he's kept 2 clean sheets, and he's not conceded any goal at all when it comes to playing for Accra Hatzofolk. So, yeah, there on your screens, Mohamed Kamara. There, what are we to expect? Eric Bekwin is all smiles here. So, yeah, Eric, Kamara comes in with good stats against Accra Hatzofolk.
Sure, because I mean, playing against Hatzofolk 2 games with a clean sheet, it shows the kind of quality that he brings on board. So I think it's a good thing. And you know, both keepers, for now, when it comes to experience, I think the Hearts keeper is ahead.
Okay, let's go over to the Accra Sports Stadium now. Get to Monica as he speaks with Coach Karim Zito.
You know, matches between Kotoko and Hearts is quite different. The excitement, the moment is very different. Look at what is happening today. So you can't compare Dreams FC and Kotoko. You understand me? So Dreams FC against Kotoko is quite different from Kotoko against. But of course, anybody who's going to play a game definitely would like to win. So I come here to win.
Having Coach Didi Dramani as new head coach of Accra Hatzofolk, does it pose any threat to you coming in charge of Kumasi Asante Kotoko?
Well, he's a very knowledgeable coach, but he will not be on the field, just as our almost all going to be on the field. We have our boys that will display what we told them to do. So I think, yes, he has quality. I also have the quality. By the field to decide.
Will this serve as a preparatory grounds for you heading into the 2025-26 season?
Yes, I think not too much, because we should have gone for some weeks off, but here we are still playing. So I'm even afraid it will eat into, you know, we've qualified for Africa. So if I don't plan well, it will worry me. It's a fact, because we have another champion of champions to play again. So look at it. I have not rested since I took over. So, and then the boys too needed to rest. So, but it has been already arranged. So we have to also make sure that we play, we apply, and then we play.
Right. We wish you all the very best. Thank you very much.
All right, so Monica Bukari there with Coach Karim Zito. You heard him. He says they are not the ones going to be on the pitch to play, obviously, but then what they have thought the boys is what they are going to display on the field of play. So we're looking at the statistics, and Eric Bekwin, you heard Karim Zito, right?
Yeah, I think.
And you did say it here.
Yeah, I told you that it's going to be a game for 2 coaches.
Sure.
Yeah, the one whose trump card will work for the day will surely pick the day. As he said, they are not going to play. The principal actors are the players who are going to, exhibit whatever that they have been taught. So it's up to the players. I quite remember when Bashir Ford will tell you, General, because he has taught you everything on at the training ground. So you just come and then implement it, add yours to make it like it's your bona fide property. But you don't come and do something that you were not being taught. Then it will be an underperformance something. So they need to put up a good game today. Exactly. I really can't wait for the referee to blast his whistle.
Exactly. Can't wait for the referee to blast his whistle for the kickoff. Eric Bequin says, but look at this. The Accra Sports Stadium. So when did you see this? Accra had to come up against Kotoko and the numbers such as these. It's free though, and we're celebrating our republic. And so it's just good to have fun. But then importantly, it's sending a signal out there to everyone that our football is not dead. People would come to the stadium to watch it.
And watch quality.
And watch quality also. So it behooves on these players to give us quality. I mean, and obviously you wouldn't get these beautiful pictures coming to you anywhere else apart from here. EIB network, we are excellence in broadcasting. So when it comes to broadcasting, you can count on us to give you nothing but the best. And there on your screens currently, the Navy, they are bringing in the President's Trophy, the President's Cup. As you know, the trophy is going to be presented. Okay, so
Lord Amwa, it is an organization. In Finfino, Coach Ebo, Seth Kojo, Emmanuel Enchi, and Ode Obo two midfielders. Then on the wings, was also up wings in the pub because Pitami Duakwa, as I say, Oba branched at the Patrick Asiedu. So Asiedu started on the left side of the wings. And Obo two strikers. So Muhammad Kamara, Francis Akwa, Zakaria Fuseni, Samba Unel, Kwame Opoku, Emmanuel Enchi, Patrick Asiedu, Albert Amwa, Seth Kojo, Lord Amwa, and Peter Amidu Akwa. This week at Chamasum, so coach, any Patrick Asiedu meeting says they won't fight for any more position. Naturally, Francis Akwa Bebo, and on fighting for anymore. And pass the was there. Patrick Asiedu operate as left wing forward, on the ball as left forward, number 11 to Tediano. And Pitami Duakwa, ball as right wing forward. Two strikers near Albert Amwa and Kwame Poku. And Finfino, Emmanuel Enchi, and Kojo Set. Center backs, Odell, Zakaria, left back Francis Akwa, and Lord Amwa right back, and Afi Muhammad Kamara. We said the coach, what is team letter?
Coach Karinzi to me, you're disappointed in him.
Oh, say be on the boy,
David. Almost started training this week. Just 1 week training from Monday till and Mutufi Kumasi Accra. You don't start players at Toma or just 1 week training. Game our body at here biggest opponent has to focus when the effect here was like game no old player up game ni be there coach work coach for many years. You don't do this experiment game be say sir yeah try be action when you've done just 1 week training. Why is it that you could play about fine? Francis Akwa a very good player. I watched the team and the DND United under no circumstance. They say, oh yes, Chachana say, push player for many years. In the natural position left back. So the call on him.
Last season was one of the very best players of Kotoko.
No sense that at the tears of folk. No training, just 1 week penalty. Yes, I training. I disagree with coach. Mohamed Kamara fine. Francis Akwa, you shouldn't start this game. Okay, and say I'm fine, man. That is my feel. Say I'm fine, man. Yes, supporters might understand you. Say we first game. Yes, some players in the crunch. 1 week on my training. ABI, I think never started preseason. But this is a game against House of Folk. Should game now. One shot for players to understand. Say a normal game near boy, just a friendly game near bono. One shot before a bit my second idea, Yamasa and Manabano. Not danger cost with the team. No, you have no idea. I'm really shocked with coach and then the community to say, oh, yes, sir, changes you, sir. Samba any Abrante and the Zakaria
4 and 5.
Pepe, House of Folk should take advantage. Maybe House line up Nashe. Say House a dominating first half now. Pepe, I will not be surprised. This is a wrong lineup from Coach Karinzi too. He shouldn't have done that. Or the players no master sign is near set Kojo, Zakaria, Francis Akwa 3. Unto players now why just train 1 week now for start big game and oboy House of Folk. I disagree with him.
Last year Samba bedru you know. Or you training just a day.
Or I'm on House of Folk.
Okobo Democracy Cup.
Senior Cup.
And winning man of the match.
They have seen game biasa.
Democracy Cup on a house.
They be people saying game biasa.
Tibia coach I found last year Mumbai no. And say Samba a bluffy play man on quarter bench.
Samba Ubeka could players be prepare.
Yes, no squad no
new option behind next or understand. But this one day I disagree with him. Say Uncle Yamawa. Yeah, one share pressure but 2 players no. You have no idea. House of Folk dominated first half now, especially boy you entry and after so Branton and Dick said Kojo. These 2 players, different players buy and chair, entry any sets every became naba entry about Kotoko for many years. Am I just 1 week training? How do you expect them to understand themselves and no to say House of Folk Kotoko games and I say football and casano midfielders themselves or midfield in the break here. That is all. I totally disagree, especially with Abranti friend Patrick said new word the man or saying body at House of Folk.
Yeah, I see you do a affront.
We no obey and say Krana, I saw Bobby 3-4 friendly matches. Now try Kakra and Sana. Would have body at House of Folk, especially game and Cabs and so. I support Asaba huge see. This lineup, the Pepe, I totally disagree with Coach and DND Karimzi to Olusu game in the first half. I will not be surprised. House of Folk should take advantage of this lineup now. Coach Debano, Francis Aqua, Minkasawasa, he's a very good player, but he's starting against House of Folk when he has done just 1 week training. On the Babosa,
were 2 Patrick do a 3. So Patrick do not fight for 11 or 10.
How is that possible?
We information are not shipper.
Debbie. Ebia me Patrick said ni proof ashes ebi boss wins what that if we be there they are fine but said the entire season 38 games boy no one more
Debbie one more but be no call him sir and
I'm starting training they need 2 weeks they need 3 weeks they are now holding new woman say onkobo one money ya
about training ye
I won't find more game that but more competitive game
national teams nyina
one national team
Francis Akwa
said Patrick said no Debbie
no Mendes
onko bia won be mo
sao
okubia so nya bi mo wa ya we so okwa nya bi mo me pe say has lineup na bank ade o de man na nke ya comparison nke be bua pa because this lineup na Kotoko starting here
to the start of the game but had to folk lineup no
this lineup need actually ekwan bebrebe dem Samba ne Zakaria misunderstand the momentum not that omonya dey but understanding between the two teams the two players no anyho you don't base on just one train and wakoshe ubo just a friendly game against Namoro on fan Namoro standard 9 to 2 House of Folk o mesenya a quality and intelligent coach in the shape of Didi Dramani say all the way be test no you don't do that so Kotoko you should get
Able Seaman, second class, baby diner, carries the beautiful trophy, the President's Cup, the very trophy, Hearts of Folk. With drum major, Able Seaman first class, watching Isaac, bandmaster, chief petty officer first class, Anyagbo Jeremy, the band sergeant major, chief petty officer second class, fully Ernest. The Ghana Navy Regimental Band with patriotic songs on the day Ghanaians meet at Accra Sports Stadium to enjoy football between Hearts of Oak and Kotoko, a celebration of the President of the land, the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Football signifying unity and a common purpose for the people of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana, Accra Sports Stadium, let's get ready to receive the President of the Republic of Ghana,
All right, gentlemen, wherever you're watching us from, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. The first gentleman of the land arriving at the Accra Sports Stadium, and what a sight to behold. The numbers, the man himself, the president, the sitting president, the first gentleman of the land, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, arriving at the Accra Sports Stadium to observe proceedings this evening as Kumasi Asante Kotoko face Accra Hearts of Oak in the President's Cup. Well, so someone was asking me, really, was the president going to come? And I said, really, is that what you're asking me? This is his cup. He's promised to be there, and obviously his turnout and the men and his entourage and everything. Eric, this is what we've been waiting for, and we want to send a statement out there with our football this afternoon.
Sure. I think it has been a very, very beautiful scene so far. From the start, as we started the program till now, everything is well organized. You can see that everything is well organized, and the president himself, the first gentleman of the land, he has shown his face to make the show a great one. So I think after this, we also have to witness quality football.
Exactly.
And then show to the president that Ghana League is not dead, but still we have what it takes to improving on one or two in the game. So that, because we need to see the football as a commodity.
Exactly.
Because it's giving work to the youth. We have to see that way and then respect it, and then respect contracts of players as well, so that the players that are playing will have that happiness to play for their various clubs. And then you can see the outside, the euphoria, how the cars are trooping in, everywhere is filled to capacity. It speaks a lot. It speaks volume. To our El Clasico, our version of the El Clasico.
Exactly. All right. So currently, you're hearing the voice of Benjamin Yamwa, who will be our commentator for this afternoon. And then there on your screen, you see the president and the family there. You see also on the far left, Mr. John Kofi Ansan, who is the chairman for the Ghana League Clubs Association. What a beautiful shot. What a beautiful one, the drone there. And you won't get this anywhere else apart from here. So this is it. We're going over now to the Accra Sports Stadium for the commentary side, as Benjamin Yamwa Benghazi and Jones Azi at the commentary side. Enjoy the first 45 minutes of action. When we come back, we'll talk more.
Goals and maybe penalty shootouts, you never know.
The national anthem. Stadium. It is the 18th edition of the President's Cup, and tell you what, we just can't wait to get this underway. So the President, together with the Vice President of the GFA, the Chairman for Galka, Ghana's Sports and Recreation Minister, inspecting the two sides of the fourth officials for this evening's encounter in the President's Cup. So first of all, it will be a crowd of folk, and the lineups will be shown to you in no time. The players who are going to play and do battle for the two teams here today at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Of course, referee Reginald Collins Samuel would be the center referee, and assisted by Kwesi Brobe and Emmanuel Dolagbanu. Of course, fourth referee Charles Bulu in there, and a quickly lineup of both sides. Accra Folk would have goalkeeper Shaibu Sharif. Don't forget that goalkeeper, Black Stars goalkeeper Benjamin Asare is not fit. We understand he's not too well, and that's why some of us will not be able to see him this afternoon. But then he will be replaced by Shaibu Sharif, who is sporting the number 33 JC, and would also see the likes of Amangwa Yadom, Kelvin Osei-Sibe, and then of course Emmanuel Amankwa, Ransford Mensah, Kwesi Asma, Raphael Abonsa, Hussein Mohammed, Stephen Apiasari, Hamza Issa, and then Mauli Wayo would be in front.
So that's the inspection by the president, dignitaries who are here, the vice chair for the GFA, alongside the chairman for Ogalka, inspecting the players. As you can see on your screens now, the president getting ready for the official kickoff for his cup, the President's Cup. It is in his honor, and obviously he has to be the one to do the kickoff here at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Yes, of course, I would really have loved the president to give us a penalty kick, but then of course the official kick, and you can see referee Reginald Collins Amwa would position the ball for, and look at the president asking for clearance, and there you go, 1, 2, 3, the president gives a kick.
And so this officially means that Cup can get underway and we are good to go.
And of course the rivalry between the two ministers, very, very key rivalry we've seen.
The two regional ministers,
yes, the regional ministers from the Greater Accra region, and then of course the Ashanti region. Dr. Amwakohene has been loud, and of course you can also see Honorable Okulu, who has also promised Hearts of Oak some money if they do win. Well, we'll see how it goes. Promises to be exciting. I can also see the NSA director and the man who takes care of our grass. Yes, green grass. Yes,
So let's run by you the lineup for the two teams playing in this afternoon or evening's encounter live at the Accra Sports Stadium. For coach Masoud Dramani, he's selected or chosen a crack side minus his regular goalkeeper though, and there it is. So Shaib Sharif is in goal. Emmanuel Amankwa, Ransford Mensah, Konadu Yadom, Kelvin Osei-Sibe, the captain for the evening, Raphael Amponsa, Kwesi Asma, Hussein Mohammed, Hamza Issa, Stephen Apia Asari, and Mauli Wayo at the 11 for Accra, for coach by Didi Dramani. Now to the Red Army from Kumasi. In goal for them is a Guinean import, Mohamed Kamara. Captain for the side from Congo, Samba O'Neill, Lord Amoa, Francis Aqua, Zakaria Fuseni makes his debut for the Warriors. Join them from Brukum Chelsea, and is making his debut. Seth Kojo, Patrick Asiedu, Emmanuel Mchize, action as well. Kwame Poku, Albert Amoa, together with the man Amoa, the Kotoko, ready, looking all good. Looking all good for the game. Donning their red jerseys. Beautifully done by the Hope Brand, who are the official kick points of Kotoko. So we are live at the Accra Sports Stadium. It is the President's Cup. So Emmanuel Entry, the captain, Samba O'Neill, captain for the evening for the Warriors. And they have the referees in action today.
Yeah, so experienced referee Reginald Collins Samoa would officiate this game, assisted by Kwesi Brobe, Emmanuel Dolagbanu, and then of course fourth referee Charles Bulu in there.
So the referee goes on with a toss to decide which team will kick off and where each team will also defend. And so all is set. Kelvin Osei-Sibe, captain for Hearts of Oak, and Samba O'Neill, both are defenders, and they're leading the charge in the game today.
Of course, you can trace the President's Cup as far as to 1969, where Ebuswadras beat Asante Kotoko by a goal to nothing to be crowned champions of the then Republican Cup, right? Yes, but then it is the 18th edition of the President's Cup. We'll see how it goes, Benghazi. And fans would forgive Hearts of Oak for a poor season if they can go on to win this game.
So all is set for the all-important game here, live at the Accra Sports Stadium. That's the Hearts of Oak team. Ina Habo and Konadu Yadom is the man issuing some instructions for the Phobian club who want to win the trophy they won 2 seasons ago when they beat the Warriors here in Accra to lift that trophy. Last year, though, it was held in Kumasi, and Kotoko lost to Asekimosa from Abidjan or Cote d'Ivoire in Kumasi. The Phobians, as always, in their numbers here. So a minute silence to be observed in honor, obviously, of Portugal international Diogo Jota. So the two players, set of players, Kotoko and Hearts of Oak officials, all set. A minute silence. Live, ready for the big kickoff here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Assistant referees are now checking the net to see how good it will be to handle the ball.
Benghazi, of course, it is the first game of Masoudi Dramani, and then he's had a lot to say, especially regarding a legacy, living consistency, showing consistency in the game, and then we'll see the first lineup that he's shown, and the likes of Kwesi Asma up front, the likes of Hamza Issa, Maoli Wayo, or up front for Accra Hearts of Oak. For Karim Zito, he's had a very good record against Accra Hearts of Oak. Don't forget that when he was with Dreams FC, he didn't lose a game this season against Accra Hearts of Oak. And then when he came here in their last game in the Super Clash, he also made sure that they picked a point, a goalless draw here. So, coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Abdul Karim Zito, has had a good season against Accra Hearts of Oak. Well, this time around, we need a winner. It will not end in a draw. We'll see how it goes, Benghazi.
And so, debut appearances for Zakaria Husseini together with his compatriot in midfield, Seth Kwajo for the Warriors. And there you have the bench for Hearts of Oak, led by Coach Dramani. And for Kotoko as well, led by the big man himself, Karim Abdul Zito, an ex-player himself and now in charge of the fabulous side. Referee, very experienced referee, even though quite young, but very experienced for referee. Reginald Collins Amwa, he is the man for this evening game. Very experienced campaigner, and he is a man for the game. It's not his first, he's been there several times, and he's in there again today, handling the big game between Kotoko and Hearts of Oak here at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Right, so we count down to the game, and a big miss for Accra Hearts of Oak.
And we are underway live at the stadium. Hearts of Oak kicking us off. It is a goalie Schwab with a long kick out field. They're going to control the ball in their own half now. Emmanuel Entry looking for the man on the left side. Patrick Esiedu looking for the run. The ball be cleared comfortably there. Beautiful clearance there from Kelvin Osei Esibe.
You need calm heads, Benghazi. You need calm heads when you face the likes of Asante Kotoko, and you can see straight away Asante Kotoko making their intentions very, very known.
Throw in from the left side. Ball picked up by Francis Akwa, the man on the left side of defense for Kotoko in this evening's game. He throws one down. Get the ball back from. Oh, ball be cleared easily. That wasn't the best of crosses from Akwa. The Phobians take over the ball now in midfield. Hearts of Oak, player goes and referee says what? An infringement. He says play should go on, and so play does go on.
And we're going to have a lot of this, Benghazi. He was right in front of referee Reginald, and I'm sure he knows what he's doing. We need calmness in this game, and trust me, Kotoko putting their passes together and getting applause from the fans here. Let's see how it goes, Benghazi.
And that will be an infringement in favor of the Porcupine Warriors. That was indeed Patrick Asiedu brought down for an infringement for the Warriors. And they clearly are serving their intentions for
sandwich between two players there.
So the Warriors have the ball in the half now. Samba O'Neill locates his man in midfield, Emmanuel Entry, but his ball to left side is kept in. Alpha heads the ball on, but that connection from Kwampoku wasn't good enough, and out he goes for a throw-in. Kwampoku, you recall, joined the Black Stars team in the London special friendly that was played for the Black Stars. He was in action against Nigeria. They didn't see much action day on that day though. But here he is, leading the lines alongside Albert Tamwa for the Warriors. Goalkeeper Shuab Sharif. He will locate his man, Kunedu Iyadom. Into midfield now he goes. Raphael Amponsa. The fullback taking their time on the ball. Kelvin Osei Esibe, the captain. He looks up. That's a beautiful ball. In full. That chance for House of Oak already. And Kamara comes out and clears his lines.
Well, the long ball seen there, showing the clear tactics of Coach Masoudi Dramani. And Hamza Issa was a second away from kicking that ball, but good goalkeeping from goalkeeper Kamara. Trust me, Hearts of Folk have their plan as well.
Hearts of Folk really are not taking this lying down. They are also giving it a fight. That was a great opportunity there for Hamza Issa. A free kick now for the Phobians. Deep in midfield. The last time the two ties met here at Accra Sports Stadium in the Super Clash. Game ended barring 0-0 ended. But I'm sure today we'll have to get some goals going.
Obviously, we need some goals, Benghazi. And it is the first time in a while that we've seen a packed stadium here at the Accra Sports Stadium. And thankfully, it's the President's Cup. The President is here. It is a time to make memories. It is a time to create history.
A good one into the box. Headed on a chance for House of Focus to be a goal. And goalie comes out. And Kamara with a beautiful save for the Warriors. Another chance for Hearts of Oak. But Kamara, Mohammed in goal for the Fort Pablos team. Coming out in time and saving it from the foot of Hearts of Oak's man.
Maoli Wayo should have gone down, Benghazi. Maoli Wayo should have gone down. And you know, there's no fear. You never know. It should have been a penalty. But a good goalkeeping once again from Kamara. He's been shown to the test and he's proved worthy. And I feel that enough of him would give Kotoko the needed calmness that they need. But again, Hearts of Oak has shown that the long balls will come into play in this game.
A long ball into the Hearts of Oak half, and the Phobians regain the possession of the ball again. Ball into the Kotoko half. Every says play should go on, and that's go on. Kotoko with him on entry in midfield. That was a beautiful play from him. He locates his man on the left side. Aqua Francis back to entry. Entry with a diagonal pass across, looking for the run of his man Lord Amwa. Get the ball to Lord, but the linesman's flag has gone up. An infringement in favor of the Phobian club. And the Phobians are coming again. Good ball in field for Hearts of Oak. Hussein Mohammed on the left side he goes, but that was a poor pass. Poor pass from Hussein. Trying to release his man Stephen Apia Asari, but the pass from Hussein was poor. Kelvin Osesibe, as always, no nonsense with a clearance for Accra Hearts of Oak.
Of course, you remember the last time he played against Hearts of Oak, and then of course in Kumasi where he made a mistake. And I mean, overconfidence, as we say, he was overzealous and it went a long way to affect them. He lost that game in the dying embers of that game, but I'm sure that he's ready to lead his side. And talking about goalkeeper Shaibu in post, they missed the services of goalkeeper Benjamin Asari, as I said earlier, and a very experienced campaigner. He's taking the Black Stars #1 spot and made it his own. We hope he will be ready when the Black Stars do play in September.
Hearts of Oak attacking now, but the pass is poor, only locating Kotoko's Emmanuel entry in midfield. He goes back, gets the ball to his man, Seth Kojo. Kojo's ball is good, but headed out by Kunedu Yadom for the Hearts of Oak team. On the left side for Hearts of Oak this evening is the man, Stephen Asari. He's been brought down for this play to go on. It does go on. On the ball now for Kotoko is Esiedu. Good ball in field, onside. Pampoko on the ball now. Pass is good now. Amwa with a chance. And he could not connect the ball though. Linesman flag is anyway up for offside.
Good play from Kotoko, Benghazi. Great play from Kotoko. And good movements there. But he went a bit too early and offside against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. But trust me, Hearts of Oak will need to be very, very careful and leave too many spaces behind. Well, if those spaces are not covered, trust me, Benghazi, they might consider first goal here in the 2025 President's Cup.
That was Albert Tamwa with an opportunity, but he went a shade ahead of the defenders, so offside against him. Kotoko with an infringement though in their own half, and captain Samba O'Neill. He will locate his defensive partner Zakaria Husseini, who joined the Warriors this summer from Brecum Chelsea. Good ball in field now, looking for the run of the striker, but ball be cleared by Hearts of Oak. Emmanuel Amankwa with a clearance. And out it goes for a throw in for Kotoko. Ball thrown in by the Pablo side. Aqua Francis gets the ball to his man, Seth Kojo. Kojo goes back, locating his man in defense in Zakaria Husseini. Zakaria now looks for Seth Kojo. Goes in field. Beautiful play from Kojo to his man. The ball will break down and the front take over now. Good ball from Hearts of Oak. Kwesi Asma is brought down and referee has blown for an infringement for Hearts of Oak.
Well, referee will have a word with him, and I'm sure the next time he brings down a player, the next time he is a culprit. We will see a yellow card for the number 10 shirted man for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
And there the man in your short sets. Hearts of Oak with the ball in your own half. Deep in midfield now. Back to Kelvin. Osei Esibe. Esibe will locate Kunadu Iyadom. Iyadom in his own half. Taking his time on the ball. Back to Kunadu Iyadom. We've done 8 minutes of action. Still no goal to report on here at the Nations Wembley. Kotoko 0, Hearts of Oak 0. Still back in their own half. Hearts of Oak. Kelvin Osei Esibe, the captain for the evening. Control the ball in his own half. Looking for options. Very few options. So he looks for Manuel Amankwa on the right side. Amankwa on the ball now for Hearts of Oak. Goes in full now. This could be an opportunity for the Phobians. Taking their time on the ball though. Back to his man on the right side. Percy Asma goes in field. But attack will break down. And referee has blown though for an infringement for the Fabulous team.
Gradually they're building up into this game, and you could see that of course the coach would have some words again with the players, and they need to take their time to understand the movement of some of their colleagues there. But then brilliant game so far, Benghazi, 9 minutes of play, and both sides have shown promise.
And that was a beautiful clearance there from Kunadu Iyadom, clearing his lines. Kwame Poku was trying to break loose, but Kunadu Iyadom meeting him and getting the clearance done. Ball in play now for Kotoko. Cross comes in, but ball blocked, and the Phobian club will control. Beautiful clearance, but back to Zakaria Hussein for Kotoko. He's deep in the Hearts of Oak half now. Beautiful pass from him now. Locating his man on the right side. Pass for Peter Asiedu. Asiedu's pass is poor, and Kotoko will lose out on the attack. It's Hearts of Oak now. Counter is on for Hearts of Oak. On the ball now for the Fabulous side of the Phobians. Maulewayo. Cross comes to the chance. Oh my goodness! Hamza Issa was in a hurry.
Benghazi, he had so much space to control that ball, so much space to take his time and make a decision. He went for an early header. Maybe it should have been a diving header, but then the decision making was poor from him.
He had so much time. Hamza Issa had so much time to control the ball and pick a spot. Not a bit of options, if you ask me. Kotoko will try to break into attack, but attack will break down. And it's an infringement though for the Fabulous team. Ball stopped there as Peter Amidu was trying to break loose for the Warriors. Kotoko up the ball in their own half. On the ball is Samba O'Neill. He looks up for the long ball. Sends one outfield now, but out is Shuab Sharif, saving it for Asofo. He rolls one down to midfield now. He locates his man, Rafael Amponsa. Good ball in field from Wayu. Wayu gets the ball to his man on the ball now for Asofo. Percy Asma. Asma on the ball still. He goes in field. He finds his man again now. Hussein with a shot. But he will trickle coolly into the open arms of goalkeeper Kamara Mohammed for Kotoko.
Hearts of Oak are gradually finding their rhythm, Benghazi, and you could see that there is clear understanding from the defense to the midfield. And then yet again another attempt to go, but a poor mistake there and timely clearance from Kunadu.
Kunadu clearing his lines for the Phobians, nearly gifting Kotoko an opportunity. But ball has been cleared and out for a throw-in for the Fabulous team. You're live on GH1 TV. It's the President's Cup, live at Accra Sports Stadium. Two of Ghana's giants in football. Hearts of Oak against Kotoko. Who gets to win this trophy? 11 minutes done in the game. Samba O'Neill controls the ball. Back to Zakaria Husseini. Husseini looks up. Long ball out, looking for Kampoku's run, but straight to the arms of Shuab Sharif, who saves coolly for the Phobian club. Kampoku with a target for that long ball from Zakaria. But Shuab came out in time and saving it for the Phobian club. Rolls one down on the ball now is Kunadu Iyadom. Kunadu Iyadom locates his man on the left side. That is Ransford Mensah. Cross comes in, has been blocked and out for a throw-in for Hearts of Oak.
So the last time they met in the President's Cup in 2023, Hearts of Oak beat Kumasi Asante Kotoko 2023 to be crowned champions of the President's Cup. But then last year we saw Asek Mimosa coming all the way from Ivory Coast, and they beat Asante Kotoko to win the President's Cup.
So Hearts of Kotoko We take over now on the left side. Seth Kojo looks for Zakaria, his teammate, and the clearance comes from Zakaria into the House of Book half now. Kunadu Yadom. He loses out now. Kampoko on the ball. Kotoko shoots man, and off target it goes from Kampoko. Idea was good. Execution though was poor.
Well, I mean, he wanted to catch a goalkeeper, but then again, Kunedu need to be very, very careful. And he was confident, but he was too confident. And then again, another mistake from the defensemen of Accra Suffolk. They need to be very, very careful. Trust me, Benghazi.
Kunadu Yadom must be very, very careful. Nearly gifting a goal to Kampoku for the Warriors. Long ball to the Kotoko's half. Headed out though by Zakaria Fuseni. Entry Emmanuel, who locates his colleague in midfield. That is Seth Kojo. He turns around beautifully. He finds his man Aqua on the left side. Aqua now locates captain for the side. Samba O'Neal in defense. Samba controls the ball and gets the ball to his man Aqua on the left side again now. Kotoko. He goes infield. He's lucky to have retained the ball there. Looks up. Long ball over the top now. A ball be cleared again by Captain Pato for Kelvin Osei Esibe. No nonsense man. A stalwart in defense for Accra Folk. Kelvin Osei Esibe with a clearance there for the Phobians. Throwing for Kotoko. Ball thrown in by Aqua Francis to Kampoku. Poku gets the ball to his man Peter Amidou. Amidou have back to midfield now to set Koto. Poor pass from him, and the Phobians take over the ball now. On the left side there go. On the ball now for Poku. Stephen Apia Sari. Apia on the ball, he goes down. Referee has blown for an infringement.
It's been a fair game so far, Benghazi. A very, very fair game from both sides. But then, of course, Kotoko have had a clearest chance so far. Hearts of Oak need to up their game, especially up front with their decision making.
Kunadu Yadom on the ball now for Hearts of Oak. He joined the Phobians from Wafa some few years ago. Kunadu Yadom advancing with the ball. Pass is good. A ball be cleared there. And out will go for a corner kick for Accra Folk. Zakaria Husseini comes off west. It's the first corner kick, I'm sure, for the Phobians in this game here at Accra Sports Stadium. That was a good pass there from Kunadu Yadom, redeeming his image for the earlier mistake he nearly committed. With that good pass, that led to the corner kick for the Phobians. Zakaria Husseini going in with a tackle. He seems to have come off west though. But he's up on his feet. Corner taken by the Phobian. Cross comes in. A good one to the box. And it will be cleared by the Fabulous team. A poor clearance there. Shot comes in. Again blocked and will be cleared now by Kotoko. On the ball now is Seth Kojo. Long clearance. A ball cleared by the Phobians. Straight to Kelvin Osei-Esibe. Osei-Esibe will look for options. He gets the ball to his man on the right side. That's Emmanuel Amankwa. Amankwa's pass is not good enough. Cleared and out. He goes for a throw-in.
Well, Hearts of Oak won the first time in 1973. Yes, and they actually played Asante Kotoko in 1973, and Kotoko beat them by a goal to nothing. And the next edition, well, it went again to Kotoko. So Hearts of Oak actually won this President's Cup in 2003 when they beat Accra Great Olympics by 2 goals to nothing.
Game back in action. Sharif, who joined the Phobians from Ashakim in the lower tier of Ghana football. On the ball now is Kelvin Osei-Esibe, the former 11 Wonders playman in defense and captain in the Phobians in the game this evening. His pass was cleared and out for a throwing ball thrown in by the Phobian club. Hearts of Oak deep in midfield. Pass is good to the left side now. On the ball is Stephen Apia. Apia trying to go past his man. Can he do that? He does. And referee says pitch gone. And ball will be cleared by Kamara Mohammed in goal for Kotoko. And out it goes for a throw-in.
Ding dong affair so far, Benghazi. And I told you last time it ended in a draw. Both sides, well, would need this time around to make sure that they go all out and get a win. Because if it ends in a draw, we're going straight for penalties. And this time around, I think that it has been more open as compared to what we've seen in the previous games this season.
For the Phobians again, we're coming to attacking areas. Hearts of Oak on the attack now. Cross comes in and ball cleared again by Zakaria Husseini. Out for a throw-in. Looks as though the Phobians are now pushing more men to attacking areas and are dominating at this stage. 17 minutes done in the first half. So goalless here at Accra Sports Stadium. Throw-in. Ball thrown in by Ransford Mensah. Cross comes in from him, but nobody particular as the ball be cleared by the Fabulous team in their own half. And Emmanuel in midfield looks up. Pass is good. Trying to release his man, and that was too strong. Too strong though, and out it goes for a throw-in for Atofo. Ball thrown in by the Phobians. Kelvin Osei Esibe. Esibe on the ball now. He looks at his man in midfield. Kwesi Asma. His pass is good. On the ball now. He's been brought down. Referee will blow for an infringement for Atofo.
One man down. Benghazi and Strength coming into play there. And of course, assistant one was right there to see the action. The player was brought down. Cynical tackle from the left back in there. I think that Hearts of Oak would need a lot of those long balls that we've seen from them. Mauli Wayo will need to come into the game more. There you see the man Masoudi Dramani, former assistant coach of the Black Stars, issuing some instructions there. A very, very experienced manager, and he's talked about consistency, how even if he leaves the club, there should be a plan, a pattern that the club should follow. We'll see how his season goes, but it is the first game for him, and a win would do good for Masoudi Dramani.
The Phobians with a free kick. Can they orchestrate the first goal in this afternoon's encounter? Behind the ball for Atofo, Raphael Amponsa coming in behind this free kick for Atofo. Can they orchestrate the first goal? Raphael Amponsa is there alongside Hussein Mohammed. A two-man wall has been formed by the Pablos team. And the fans are shouting, goal, goal here. Can this be the first goal for the Phobian club? It will be an in-swing guy, comes in, a good run, and it's been saved. Flicked over the crossbar by Kamara for a corner kick.
Rafael Amponsa wants to catch the goalkeeper there, and is that a cross, is that a shot? Only the goalkeeper would know, and it was a good one. Goalkeeper was up to the task. Another corner kick for Accra Hearts of Oak.
Corner kick for the Phobian club. This time round, Ransford will leave it. Corner kick for the Phobians. This will obviously be an in-swinger. It comes in a good one. A long one though, headed back, and ball be cleared. And out it goes again for another corner kick. Jones.
Another corner kick, Benghazi. And 20 minutes of play done. The Asante Kotoko have had some good chances. Of course, Accra Hearts of Oak some good chances as well. Goalkeeper Kamara called into action. And yes, corner kick quickly take it. Hearts of Oak come forward. A chance for Hearts of Oak. A shot. A brilliant defending once again, Benghazi.
That was a chance for Hearts of Oak. Shot coming in, but it's been cleared, and out it goes for throw in for Kotoko, thrown in by Seth Kojo. Kojo will locate Zakaria Husseini. Husseini on the ball to his man Samba. Now Samba locates entry in midfield. Back to Zakaria. Zakaria looks for options and sends it on one throw. It's a very long one. Headed on by Kwame Poku. Cross comes in looking for the man Emmanuel Amoa, but Amoa cannot get to that ball, and ball be cleared by Asofo. Poor touch though, and so out it goes for throw-in. Throw-in for Kotoko. On the ball for the Fabulous side. Kojo set, brought down. Referee has blown for an infringement, so it's an infringement for the Fabulous team. Today, Kotoko are playing with Patrick Asiedu on the right side of midfield. They normally play on the left side of defense. Today, he's playing on the right side of midfield for the Warriors. Patrick Asiedu. So, an infringement there for Kotoko. Emmanuel entry. He goes behind his free kick. But I've got men in the box to look for. It comes in a good one. Headed on and missing the post by inches. That was Captain Samba O'Neill coming close for the Warriors here. The in-swinger was good from entry. And a run from Samba O'Neill. He rose majestically, got his head to the ball, but missing the post by some inches.
Bengazi, his jump reminds me of Cristiano Ronaldo and when he was at Juventus. And of course, you see how he kept his eye on the ball, very, very focused on the ball, and made sure that he got that contact with the ball. It was just by inches, but trust me, it was a good one. And both teams warming up gradually into the game, Ben.
The Phobians will respond. On the right side, they go now. Mawule Wayo on the ball now for Atofo. Can they move, get a movement? Cross comes, a good one. Ball drops. It's a goal! Hamza Issa with the opening goal for Atofo. Brilliant goal by our standards. From Aroras, his Mohammed for the Phobian club. Hamza Issa with a brilliant connection after a mistake and a howler from goalie Mohamed Kamara. Hatafok 1, Kotoko 0.
Bengazi, what a gift! What a gift! It is not Boxing Day, but goalkeeper Kamara is out here giving gifts, and the first gift has been given to Hamza Issa on the silver plate. All he needed to do was poke it into the net. It was at his mercy, and there you have it. Look at it. The first goal of the 2025 President's Cup. Oh my, Bengazi. Kumasi Asante Kotoko are in trouble. The fans are up on their feet and singing, "Be quiet and don't be silly." And I can tell you that Kotoko will need a response quick and enough. If not, they'll leave to Kumasi with a bad song.
And so they will come again now. Patrick Essed on left side for Kotoko. He goes in field though. He locates his man, Seth Kojo, back to Francis Aqua on the left side. To Kojo again now in midfield. They go all the way back into entry Emmanuel now for Kotoko. Entry will look out for options. A ball headed down. The draws for Amwa. He shoots one. And ball blocked again by the Phobians. In defense, defending resolutely for Accra Atofo. Ball into the Kotoko half though, but connection was poor, and out to go for a throw-in for Kotoko. Ball thrown down by Francis Aqua. Aqua locates Samba O'Neill. He gets the ball to his man. That is Zakaria Husseini on the ball. But attack will break down though. Atofo on the ball now. He goes in field. Alphonse Raphael is brought down, and referee has blown for an infringement for Accra Atofo.
Bengazi, I was going to talk about the goal again, and of course you see a lot of crosses coming in for Accra Atofo, and this time around one of the crosses fell the way of the goalkeeper. He dashed it out and it was a goal. But then I could count about 7 crosses just in the 26th minute from Accra Atofo, and one of them has been meaningful so far. Kotoko will need to come back strongly. The confidence of Atofo is very up, and I will not be surprised if they make another incursion, Ben.
Let's see if the Phobians can make it to that's the man, the goal scorer for Atofo, Hamza Issa. He joined them from their junior team, Aroras. Got the opening goal here. Ball into the area, a chance again for Atofo, and Kunadu Yadam's connection going out for a goal kick though.
Bengazi, I told you off air that confidence is just like ketchup. When it opens, it just keeps coming, and now you can see Accra Atofo going hard at Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Coach Karim Zito chewing his gum in a Ferguson-like style. No, I mean, not perturbed at all, but I believe he has a plan. We'll see how it goes for Kotoko.
We'll see how it goes for Kotoko. Kelvin Osei to be on the ball, but he goes back to goalie Shuab Sharif, the man who joined the Phobians from Ashakem in the lower tier. Locating captain for the side again, Kelvin Osei Esibe. Esibe goes in full now. He locates his man Hussein Mohammed. Hussein goes back. Kwesi Asma Now to Konedu Yadom. Konedu back to Hussein and back to Suab. Sharif in goal. Kelvin Osei Sibe again to Raphael Amponsa. Amponsa with a long ball. It drops. Akra is calling. Goes to come out. He doesn't come. Referee though blow for an infringement.
Benghazi determination from Accra Kotoko, 12-setted. Amankwa in there and poor communication. Yes, from Francis Akwa and goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara. He expected the goalkeeper to come out. The goalkeeper, I tell you, is low on confidence right about now, and you could see that it was a ball he could have come out for, but he expected his defender to clear his lines, and nearly they would have sung another song. Benghazi.
Kotoko that will break out, but the ball has been cleared. Ball has been cleared. Asante on the ball again now. Kelvin Osei Sibe. Long ball to the Kotoko half. And again a mistake from Aqua. Ball thrown down for Asante. Hunter is brought down though. And an infringement for the Phobian Club. Pressure mountain on Kotoko. And the first yellow card flashed in the face of Captain Samba O'Neill of Kotoko for bringing down the marauding Hamza Issa.
Benghazi Accra Kotoko are having a presidential ride. A lot of mistakes we've seen in this game so far. But trust me, the mistake from goalkeeper Kamara has cost them. And another mistake has caused Kumasi Asante Kotoko here. A yellow card flashed to their captain. You need to be very, very careful. Samba O'Neill would need to be very, very careful because another tackle would surely influence it. There you see the goal again. What a gift. What a clear gift. I said it.
It was a terrible mistake from Mohamed Kamara. It was a simple cross. And what should have been a simple save from him, he just could not do it. Captain Hamza Issa with that goal.
I remember Coach Karim Zito talking about Onana things when he was with Dreams FC, but then would have substitution and Accra Kotoko Coach Masudi Dramani effective substitution there.
An early one, so Maoli Wayo is going out. That's a quite interesting one. So early on. Is he injured?
Yeah, I'm sure he's injured, and you can tell from his face, not too happy. I'm sure he would have cooked one goal for Accra Kotoko, but then you would have to take an early shower, 30 minutes of play, and a painful one to see a player go at this stage of the game. Benghazi.
Maoli Wayo out, and player coming on is Martin Kakari, mercurial player. Free kick for Asante, cross comes to a good one. And Kamara saving, not on the first occasion, but fortunately recovered to save it for Kotoko.
Kamara would need to be very calm. He will need to be very, very calm. He spilled that ball again, trust me. If there was a Phobian lurking there, would have seen another goal.
Kotoko trying to attack, but ball has been cleared. What will it be? Referee says a corner kick for Kotoko. 30 good minutes played in the first half. The President's Cup is live on GH1 TV, also live on Star FM.
Of course, also live on Ultimate FM in Kumasi and Empire FM in Takoradi Benghazi.
Corner kick for Kotoko. MP Emmanuel. He has meant to look for. Cross comes in a good one. Headed by Zakaria Husseini, and over the crossbar goes though for a goal kick for Accra Kotoko.
When you get chances like this, Benghazi, you should be aiming for the target. It was a good cross from the right side. All he needed to do was position his header, and he would have goalkeeper Sharif in trouble or on duty. But then he decided to go way over the bar, and that chance goes away for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Lacking direction for a connection from Zakaria Husseini. It was a free header, and she doesn't match better. Goal kick taken by Sharif. He locates Kakari. Kakari gets the ball to his man in midfield. Raphael Amponsa controls. Taking his time. Goes past one Kotoko player. Beautiful play from Raphael Amponsa. Good play from Raphael Amponsa. But a poor pass. And ball be cleared by Kotoko. Referee though has blown an infringement against Kotoko. He swung. It was a swing of arm from Kotoko's player, Lord Amoa.
Benghazi frustration setting in there and a very, very poor one. You know, as a player, anytime you are on the run and you catch an arm in the face, trust me, it is very, very painful. You know, back in my playing days, I can tell you from experience, a very, very painful one it is. And a yellow card flash to Lord Amwa there. So 2 players of Kotoko.
And they're all defenders.
Yes, and they'll need to be very, very, very careful. Now, another chance for Hearts of Oak. We've seen their improvement very dangerously. And I must say that Coach Masudi Dramani has done very, very well. Benghazi, I've been impressed. 33 minutes with Accra Support. They know when to go for long balls. They know when to fight their men with short passes. And it has paid off. A mistake coming in and a confirmation of Lord Amwes yellow card there. A chance for Hearts of Oak to get a second goal.
Chance for the Phobians to go for a second goal. Behind the ball, the new man, Martin Kakari, together, Owetra, Felan Ponsa, and goalie Kamara will set his wall, his human wall of 4 men in front of the free kick for Hearts of Oak. Can Raphael Amponsa and Kakari okay, so the second goal for the Phobian? Let's see. It's Raphael Amponsa and over the crossbar though, that goes.
Yeah, poor decision making. I'm sure he should have sent in a cross in there. But that's what confidence does to you. Trust me, it elevates your understanding and gives your ability a boost. He wanted to go in for that goal. Maybe a cross would have helped, but then the play continues. They are still in the lead. Hearts of Oak 1, Kotoko 0.
Hearts 1, Kotoko 0. Kotoko on attack now. Instead of the throw in, a good one, but ball blocked by Konadu. He are done for Hearts of Oak. The Phobians strong and final attack. Ball is good, but blocked again. Brother Karen referee will bring the ball back for an earlier infringement in midfield for Hearts of Oak. That looks like Hussein Mohammed. No, it's Kwesi Asmarada who was impeded by the fabulous player in midfield for an infringement for Hearts of Oak. An infringement on Kwesi Asma. On the ball now is Sharif, who locates Calvin Osei Estegui. Back to Sharif in goal for Hearts of Oak. Sharif looks for options, looks up. He balloons along one outfield, headed on goal. Ball declared by Samba O'Neill. He gets the ball to the midfield now. Set Kwejo, pass is poor, and out to go for a throw in for Hearts of Oak. The Phobians really in control of this game so far. 35 minutes of action down in the first half. We have 10 more minutes to go in this half, and they have been calmly in control of this game so far. Kunadu Iyadom will locate his man in midfield again. Mercurial Raphael Amponsa. Back to Kunadu Iyadom. Back to Amponsa. Beautiful play from the Phobians. Calvin Osei on the ball now for Hearts of Oak. He goes in field. Poor pass. And Kotoko take over the ball now. Entry will look for the man on the left side. That is the big man.
Benghazi, and look at the Hearts of Oak fans applauding every tackle, applauding every kick. They are enjoying themselves here. They're having a field day here, and you can just see what a goal does to you. I told you that they are ready to forgive the sins of Accra Support. They are ready to forgive the bad season of Accra Support if they can win the President's Cup for them this afternoon. But so far, it has been good work from Masudi Dramani's men, and temporary hold-up player is down, and high foot. Let's see if Kotoko can get a response, a quick response. They need that quickly before the second half.
So, an infringement there for the fabulous team. And that was Asma. Temporary hold up here. 36 minutes played here. Your thoughts of the whole 35 minutes of action played so far?
Benghazi, it has been exciting. I think that the goal has charged up the atmosphere. And of course, you know, with the president around, why wouldn't you want to go? It would be good for the president. Now look at the fans there. Look at how the flags are up, waving. You can also see the cameramen. You can see even the kids with the flags. And there, of course, you see the man known for his popular hit, Oh Vera. Yes, D Black. Just in your shots. What the Kotoko fans, I'm sure, still believe that anything can happen in this game. For now, they are on their seat. They are sitting on nails and pins and tenterhooks. But I believe that a goal or a good reaction from their players will spark some joy from the Porcupine fans.
Can they react That's an infringement for Kotoko now. Samba O'Neal with a long kick into the half of a calf. Ball headed out though by the Phobians. It drops. And Hamza is a controls the ball for Asante midfield. Hamza turns around, he goes down. Referee blows for an infringement for Asante. Hamza Issa has been very impressive in the game today. Very calm on the ball. But very, very strong.
Player number 17, Patrick out. Player number 12.
Another change there for Kotoko. Kotoko responding with a change. And there it is. We'll update you on who has gone out and who has come in no time.
Patrick Asiedu is out. And we'll see the introduction of Emisa.
Play goes on now. For the corner ball, Bobo has been cleared and out. It goes for, that should be a throw in for Kotoko. NP Emmanuel will leave it for Francis Aqua. Francis Aqua on the left side today, operating on the left side. He throws one in now. A good one, flicked on by Asid Patrick. But ball will be cleared. NP on the ball now for Kotoko. He has to go back, he does so. He locates his man, Lord Amwa. Amwa goes in the field. He goes down. The referee has blown for an infringement. And the fans will protest though. But that is an infringement on a new man. That's Peter Amidurada, who has now switched to the right side of our wings for the Fabulous team. So can Kotoko get themselves back into this game? We have 6 minutes of action left in the first half. The Phobians are by a goal to 0 in the President's Cup. An infringement it is for Kotoko. Again, entry behind the ball. He has meant to look for in the box for Asante. Can this be the equalizer here at Accra Sports Stadium? Entry behind his free kick duties for Kotoko. A high line set by the Asante defense. Referee says hold on. He wants to have a word or two with Tamankwa Emmanuel and Samba O'Neal for the call. So an infringement again. We are set. NP Emmanuel. He goes in a good one, but straight to Sharif Saub in goal for Asante, who saves goalie for the Phobian club.
Benghazi Sharif is no Father Christmas. He would not want to spill that ball. He would want to keep a good record, get a good name, and make Black Stars goalkeeper Benjamin Asari, who I'm sure is watching this game, he would want to make him proud there, and a good goalkeeping from Sharif.
Ball in play, Asante in midfield. Beautiful play from Raphael. He gets the ball to his man. Good ball, but ball be cleared by Kotoko. But to nobody particular, the Phobians are back on the ball now. And Ponsan Raphael been so impressed with him today in the game for Asante.
Because it seems Hearts of Oak are everywhere. It looks like Hearts of Oak players have about 20 players because they're making every run, and anytime the ball is found, you'll see a player of Hearts of Oak there. Kotoko will need to have their game.
Good ball over the top now. On the ball now is the big man himself. Albert Amwa with a chance to shoot one. And it's been blocked by Captain Calvin Osayasibe. That was Albert Amwa with a shot. A ball again goes in field, headed out by Kwenedo Yadom. Kotoko come again now. Peter Amidou. Back to Peter Amidou again on the right side. Amidou goes back to his man. Amidou Peter. Oh, poor pass. And they will lose out. On the ball for the Phobian club now is Kwesi Asma. Play goes on to the referee. Kotoko with a poor pass. What is this?
I told you it's a day of gift, Benghazi. And temporary holder player is down. But again, I've been so impressed with this game, and of course how Hearts of Oak have handled this game with the understanding they've shown, how the crosses have been sent to, the movements of the players has been excellent so far. I'm sure those listening or watching as the fans of Hearts of Oak would be happy with what they've witnessed so far. But then for Kotoko, they need to up their game. It has been a lot of mistakes and miscommunication. And look at the fans up waving their flags, dancing to tunes from the supporters here at the Accra Sports Stadium.
And there the slow ball of the chance for Khan. That's Albert Amoa going past his man. Amankwa slipping.
Oh la la, Benghazi.
He had a chance, a shot from him. Look at that. That was visual defending from Calvin Osei be putting his body on the line and blocking that shot from Albert Amoa.
Good work from Kelvin. Great work. He has shown, just like the last time he played Kotoko at the Babarawa Sports Stadium. We hope this time he ends it very well. No mistakes from Kelvin.
Don't forget, he was the man who ensured the Hearts left the stadium in Kumasi last season with just one goal. But play resumed, so let's continue the action here. Out the ball, go for a throw-in. And referee
Masudi Dramani in his blue shirt issuing instructions on the touchline.
And there the game starts again now. Kotoko trying to initiate an attack. Peter Amido looking for Amoa. The ball be cleared by the Phobians on the left side. It's Ransford Mensah. Ball in full be cleared now by Kamara. Kamara, I'm sure, will not want to make any mistake again. The Phobians on the ball now. A chance for Asofuk. Good run. Ball slips in there, chance still, and Kamara comes out, and this time round
he makes amends, Benghazi. Kamara makes amends, but then again, great play from Akrasovok. Look at them again, going in for every tackle, going in for every ball, and so much passion for Akrasovok. Someone would say that they've taken this President's Cup as a World Cup, and they have the ball again, Benghazi.
They indeed have taken the President's Cup as a World Cup, as was said by new coach Dramani. For the corner ball though, Apia. He locates his man Peter Amidu. Back to Maral Apia. Apia's pass is good, but attack will break down for Kotoko and the Phobia take over now.
Great play from Hearts of Oak so far, Benghazi.
Kotoko the chance now. Amo on the ball now. He goes in field. Locates his man Kampoku. His pass though cut out by the Phobian defense. And that was a chance for Kotoko. Attack was playing out. We'll do 3 minutes over the time here. 3 minutes of additional time added by the fourth referee. Kotoko on the ball again. Oh, poor pass from the midfield. And another poor pass from Hasselhoff, and Kamara will control fully for the Phobian.
Too many mistakes from the Porcupine Warriors. And I think that is one thing that Coach Karim Zito would be looking to repair when they get to the dressing room. And they've had some spaces. I mean, they could have gone on and scored the first goal in the early part of the game, but then a lot of mistakes from them. And yet again, we see Kotoko failing to find their men with the right passes.
Samba O'Neill with the ball in his own half. Samba to the right side, he goes to Lord Amoa. Amoa goes in for beautiful flick. And ball declared over by the Phobians. Beautiful play from him. Wow. Great play for Asofok. Not giving any inch to Kotoko in the game today. The Kotoko again will come again through. But that's Emmanuel Entry. Entry now locates Zakaria Husseini. And that was a poor pass out.
Yeah, he does locate him, but outside the pitch. And Kotoko, as I said earlier, they have shown some good signs. They have the quality, but then I think that Akrasovok have shown so much passion in this game. They want the ball more. They show that they want the President's Cup more, and indeed they are goal up.
They are a goal up in the game here. Akrasovok still with the ball. Oh, brilliant play from Ampon Sarafel again. He finds someone quite Emmanuel. Ball cleared by Kelvin Osei into the Kotoko half. Ball drops and Samba O'Neill is pressed to that ball. He gets the ball in full, flicked on, but nobody there. It's Amankwa for Hasselhoff. Amankwa with a poor pass. And Akpatan will release his man, Amoa. The ball declared by Kelvin Osei once again.
Kelvin Osei should join the Army Benghazi. He has so much passion, and he reminds me of one no nonsense defender I used to play with back in the day. And look at him again, conceding. Is that a corner kick?
Looks like a corner kick with seconds action left here at Accra Sports Stadium. The Fobians consider corner kick against the Fabulous Lads. Can they hold on? Or the Fabulous Lads will have a response later on in the first half?
Well, the fans are screaming, go, go, go.
Let's see. In swinger comes in a good one. Headed out. But first to the ball is Lord Amwa for Kotoko. Cross comes in again. A poor one. And it's been cleared by Hasselfolk. And referee has blown for the end of the first half here. And Hasselfolk will end the first half. We are noticing in front. That goal from Hamza Issa. The difference in this afternoon's encounter here at Accra Sports Stadium. To end of play, first half score here. Hasselfolk 1, Kotoko 0.
Good game, Benghazi. I think that the fans here would be very, very appreciative of how the game has turned up. Well, we'll see what both coaches would employ during the halftime break. And we expect more goals in the second half, Benghazi.
Sure. But it's all fun here at Accra Sports Stadium. It's halftime goal. But watch out for something special.
I don't know.
All right, so after 45 minutes of pulsating action, it is Accra Hearts of Oak. At Accra Sports Stadium. So it is 1-0 currently at Accra Sports Stadium. I've still got in studio with me Eric Bekwin, a former Kumasi Asante Kotoko striker, a prolific one during his days. He can't sit, he can't just sit. I mean, watching the game, I mean, and the commentary here behind the scenes before we even came on. Yeah, so currently on your screens, the man is yet to perform. The dancehall king, they call him Shatta Wale, is set to perform for the president and also to grace this occasion. It's halftime, and then that 24-minute goal courtesy Hamza Issa. Bekwin, let me bring you in here before we join them Shatta Wale's performance. For you, you were not too happy with, I mean, seeing how Zito was playing the laterals in the first half.
It was an idea for both sides now. My both sides now. I'm more 45 minutes to INA. Kotoko 0 at 1. Kotoko neighborhood. I have been example here about Kotoko neighborhood. Kotoko 0 at 1. After you start taking the lead, you know. Problem is about the game for 45 minutes, you know. And Daniel is what about that. Both sides
and also, looking at the gelling that I was telling you earlier on, that it is going to play a vital role in this particular game, because blending with the new and then the old is another problem altogether.
That's true,
and that is what is, I mean, showing in the game now. One, the agency itself is not there for the Kotoko team. You look at, even when the referee blew the whistle for halftime, somebody who is leading is jogging into the dressing room. And you that you are down, you are walking as if nothing is at stake.
Yeah.
You need to show character. See, every 50-50 balls that the house players when they won it.
That's true.
This is not that about football that we are coming to play here. Every trophy in between these two clubs is a special trophy.
Yeah.
So that was I was saying that this one game can make you and not make you at the same time. And that is what he's showing. Because this ball, if Kwampoku should have gotten patience and then composure, I mean, look, nobody was following you.
And his head was down.
It was down. So how? Because as a striker, when you push one ball, you raise your head to see where you are facing.
That's true.
And even our strikers are still playing short into the man. Look at Amoa's ball, the one that the defender blocked. He's standing in front of you and you are shooting the ball. He's not transparent.
That's true.
For you to shoot through him. And then even scoring, placing, we just pass ball into the net. We don't shoot. So you should have taken your time and buried the ball at the right position at the right time.
Yeah, so on your screens currently, he's taking the center stage now. Let's go over to the Accra Sports Stadium and enjoy Shatawale as he performs during the halftime.
The first goal of the 2025 President's Cup. Oh my, Benghazi. Kumasi Asante Kotoko are in trouble. The fans are up on their feet and singing, be quiet and don't be silly. And I can tell you that Kotoko will need a response quick and enough. If not, they'll leave to Kumasi with a bad song.
And so they will come again now. Patrick Kessid on left side for Kotoko. He goes in field though. He looks
into the game, Ben.
The Phobians will respond. On the right side, they go now. Mawule Wayo on the ball now for Artefo. Can they move? Get a movement. Cross comes a good one. Ball drops. It's a goal. Hamza Issa with the opening goal for Artefo. Brilliant goal by our standards. After a mistake and a howler from goalie Mohamed Kamara. Hatafok 1, Kotoko 0.
Benghazi, what a gift. What a gift. It is not Boxing Day, but goalkeeper Kamara is out here giving gifts. And the first gift has been given to Hamza Issa on the silver plate. All he needed to do was poke it into the net. It was at his mercy, and there you have it. Look at it, the first goal of the 2025 President's Cup. Oh my, Benghazi. Kumasi Asante Kotoko are in trouble. The fans are up on their feet and singing, be quiet and don't be silly. And I can tell you that Kotoko will need a response quick and enough. If not, they'll leave to Kumasi with a bad song.
And so they will come again now. Patrick Kessid on left side for Kotoko. He goes in field though. He looks
into the game, Ben.
The Phobians will respond. On the right side, they go now. Mawule Wayo on the ball now for Artefo. Can they move? Get a movement. Cross comes a good one. Ball drops. It's a goal. Hamza Issa with the opening goal for Artefo. Brilliant goal by our standards. Hamza Issa with a brilliant a mistake and a howler from Zoli Mohammed Kamara. Hatafok 1, Kotoko 0.
Benghazi, what a gift. What a gift. It is not Boxing Day, but goalkeeper Kamara is out here giving gifts. And the first gift has been given to Hamza Issa on the silver plate. All he needed to do was poke it into the net. It was at his mercy, and there you have it. Look at it, the first goal of the 2025 President's Cup. Oh my, Benghazi. Kumasi Asante Kotoko are in trouble. The fans are up on their feet and singing, be quiet and don't be silly. And I can tell you that Kotoko will need a response quick and enough. If not, they'll leave to Kumasi with a bad song.
And so they will come again now. Patrick Cassidy on left side. Kotoko, it goes in field goal. They look
into the game, Ben.
The Phobians will respond on the right side. They go now. Mawule Wayo on the ball now for Artefo. Can they move, get a movement? Cross comes a good one. Ball drops. It's a goal.
Indian numbers there at the Accra Sports Stadium, and is 1-0 currently. If you're just joining us, it's Accra Hearts of Oak leading Kumasi Asante Kotoko Ketsi. The 24th minute goal there scored by Hamza Issa in that particular first half. I'm still here in the studios with Eric Bequim. He used to score loads of goals for Kotoko, but unfortunately for him today, his side is down by a lone goal in the first half already. So yeah, Shatawale's performance, Eric.
Shatta.
I hear you saying he's a spirit.
Oh, he's a spirit. that guy is a spirit, seriously, because you can see how he's commanding the fans.
Yeah,
and that makes you superior. That makes you, you are on top. Look at how the crowd were following. How he was dealing with them. He was making justice to the sound.
Sure.
And then even the president himself, even videoing it.
You understand?
It tells you how Shatta is the King Kong of this country.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's good. It's good.
And we need those King Kongs in Kotoko, right?
Yeah, but you see, one thing that I'm just observing is Kotoko lacked commander on the field in this particular game.
That's true.
And these are some of the games that is game for the men. Players like Justice Blay, I will always mention his name because since he came to Kotoko, I haven't seen him flop in any match. He's always having a bar. He has set a bar to himself that always he makes sure that he hit that bar. And for now, bringing in new boys and starting them is another problem altogether.
Sure.
Though the handlers know what the system or the ideology behind what they are doing, but for we sitting back, if we are to also come in with our assessment, I would say they should have been introduced gradually, so that they can gel well. Because I stated this in the beginning that it will be a game of two coaches, not the players.
That's true.
And that is what is going on. You see how they were all on their feet, trying to command from the back. If it's for the players alone, like the coaches will have sat down and then watched from afar. But you can see that the two coaches are playing the game at the touchline, commanding, giving instructions to them. Although they've done this at the training sessions and all that, but still, we are human, and you need to be reminded of what transpired during the training grounds and all that. And that is what I think they are all investing in it to get the results. If this is how Kotoko is going to play at the second half, by not winning all the duels, all the 50-50 balls, they are losing it to the House of Folk players. And that makes them superior on the day. So it's hard time they come back and play like they are playing Kotoko and Has. Because for most of them, when they are playing against Kotoko during their time with their clubs, they play like they are playing Champions League final.
That's true. That's true.
Now here is the hour. Come and showcase what made us to sign you. So that is where the scouting side comes in. Because you cannot just watch a player for one game and then you said, I'm going for him. How long have you studied the player? How is his consistency level for his former club? How does he play? So per all this, you calculate it together, then you can get the best out of the player.
Would we be quick also to say that most of these players do not get the needed orientation when they are introduced into clubs, like traditional clubs like Kotoko?
Yeah, I think even Graham said it earlier on that sometimes, we in Europe and all those places, they used to bring their former players to come and have interaction with their players, the position that you are playing, They need to have interactions with you, let you know the team, and be well educated on even the jersey that you are about to wear and all that. But for here, it's not like that. Do they even have a museum whereby when players come, they will be introduced? This is a player who was playing your position. So as you are coming, you need to come and work extra and then beat this record. I quite remember when I was in Kotoko, and Opoko Free used to tease me that the late, may he so rest in perfect peace. He used to tease me that he's the only player who has scored hat-trick for Kotoko.
Yeah.
So I should break that record. I was scoring brace 2-2-2-2. So until we came to Kumasi, that was under floodlights when we were playing against Olympics, that I scored my hat-trick. Even after scoring the hat-trick, he told me that now we are head-to-head.
Yeah.
So
you're still not beating him.
Yeah, I'm not beating him yet. So I should try and score 4. Then he will know that I'll beat his record. But at the end of the day, these are all some motivational talks that helps you as a player. But as we speak, there's no any old player who is even talking to them. I mean, letting them know the velocity of the team that they are playing. And it's a bad thing. Okay. We just throw them at the scene for them to play without giving them the right orientation, like you are saying.
Sure. So, I mean, what's your prediction in the second half? We need to go over right now to the stadium.
I think the way the House of Folk players are winning all the duels, the 50-50 balls, it will be very, very difficult for Kotoko to come into the game. If they want to come to the party, then they must be very aggressive, not rough, but hard. They should show that they have come to the party. But for now, they are just behind the gate. And they are watching the party. They need to come to the party itself. Yeah.
Exactly. So you heard from Eric Bequin there. He says Kotoko should come to the party. And what's the story going to be like in the next 45 minutes? Let's enjoy it. It's 1-0 currently. It's Accra Hearts of Oak who are leading by a lone goal courtesy Hamza's goal. Let's check out how the second half pans out.
Massive thank you to the Ministry of Sports and Recreation, led by the Honorable Kofi Adam, National Sports Authority. Tourism Authority for putting this beautiful thing together to celebrate the President of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes, the second 45 man of the game will commence. Is it going to be Hearts of Oak? Hearts of Oak fans, where are you? Is it going to be Hearts of Oak? Meet you. Is it going to be Hearts of Oak? All right. Is it going to be Kotoko? Is it going to be Kotoko?
From goalie Mohamed Kamara, Hatafok 1, Kotoko 0.
Benghazi, what a gift! What a gift! It is not Boxing Day, but goalkeeper Kamara is out here giving gifts, and the first gift has been given to Hamza Issa on the silver plate. All he needed to do was poke it into the net. It was at his mercy, and there you have it. Look at it, the first goal of the 2025 President's Cup. Oh my, Benghazi. Kumasi Asante Kotoko are in trouble. The fans are up on their feet and singing, be quiet and don't be silly. And I can tell you that Kotoko will need a response quick and enough. If not, they'll leave to Kumasi with a bad song.
And so they will come again now. Patrick said on
substitution for Hatfield. Number 5, Calvin Osei yesterday out. In his place, David Opon Afane, number 46.
second half action just about to kickstart here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Substitution effected by Accra Suffolk captain Kelvin Osei SCB has been replaced by David Opong Afrani. And second half underway at Accra Sports Stadium. Already the Kotoko team attacking the Phobian side. So Suffolk with the ball in their own half now. And long ball upfield will be cleared by the Pokemon Warriors, and out it goes for the first throw-in for the second half. Live commentary and live coverage on Star FM as well as Ultimate FM and Empire FM in Takoradi. But we are live on GH1 TV. Throwing for Artifook, picked by the man on the right side, Ibonola Amankwa. Amankwa gets the ball back from his colleague. Amankwa on the ball still. He goes in field to the man who has been so impressive. Runs Rafael and Ponsa goes in now. Fast Fuller with a chance now. Has to put on the ball still. Shot comes in, and unfortunately, poor one from Hussein Mohammed. His shot flying over the upright.
And a very, very ambitious one. But then again, Hatsofok clearly showing their intent. No time or no reason to defend. Going hard at Kotoko. And well, the substitution there from Masudi Dramani, I'm not sure that one was because of injury. But then Kelvin Osei-Sibe is out. Would also see now David Opong Afrani in. A chance for him to get into the good books of Coach Masudi Dramani. Don't forget that apart from it being the President's Cup, it is a chance for some of these players to show the reason why they would still be at their various clubs next season. So I'm saying that Kotoko have shown good comeback this season. They have been one of the clubs who have gone to go down this season and come back strongly to go on to win. So let's see how it turns out.
Let's see if the Fabulous team can respond. We've done just under 2 minutes of action in the second half, and it still remains Hatsofok 1, Kotoko 0. Kotoko with a run. Peter Amidou brought down to an infringement for Kotoko, and that was Emmanuel Amankwa bringing down Peter Amidou, who has switched flanks again to the left side for the Fabulous team. Coach Zito's men will have to recover from conceding an early goal in the first half. Samba only with a connection, and referee has blown though for an infringement against Kotoko. That was Samba O'Neill jumping and connecting that shot, but in that process he also fouled Kakari Martin off Hatsofok. So an infringement, and goalkeeper for Hatsofok, Shuab Sharif.
Sharif has done so well. I mean, he's not faced any serious danger, but then he's been calm, and trust me,
the referee will warn him, no time wasting. No time wasting warning there issued to the goalie for Hatsofok. Ball in the area of Hatsofok. Now shot comes in. Hamza Issa, I'm sure, was dreaming of a second goal for Hatsofok, but that shot was poor. The referee though had blown for an infringement for Kotoko. Ball affected by Kamara, goalie for Kotoko. There are 2 balls on the pitch, but play does go on. Kotoko with the ball in their own half. On the ball now is Zakaria Husseini. The only young Kotoko coach 2 weeks ago, and already making his debut. And wow. Amwa slipped.
And yes,
the ball.
An unintentional control there. And one for the cameras. One that would go a long way for people to talk about. But then Hatsofok have the ball now.
But that will lose out, and again Kotoko coming again now. Aqua Francis on the left side. He locates Peter Amidou. Amidou on the ball on the left side. Can he go past his man? He tries it. He does enter the box, but ball will be cleared now by the Phobians, but to nobody but Zakaria Husseini for Kotoko. The career controls and finds Samba O'Neill. O'Neill on the ball now into the Phobian half. MP looking for the run of Amwa. Controls with his chest, but straight to the Phobian defense line and cleared by Konedu for Atofo. Kotoko with the ball again through captain Samba O'Neill. O'Neill locates his colleague in defense in Zakaria Husseini. Husseini now to midfield. He finds his man Set Kwaju. Back to Zakaria Husseini. Now to captain Samba O'Neill. Always very composed on the ball. O'Neill back on the ball again. He now finds his man in midfield in Set Kwaju. trying to locate a run from Kopnao Poku, and he has been fouled. Poku rather has been fouled by the Phobian defense. The new man who just came on for Atofok.
David Opong Afrani going straight for the captain Amban there, leading his team. I'm sure it was a tactical change from coach.
I want to find out from Masood what called for that change, because Calvin Osei SCB, who was fantastic in the first half. I want to find out what happened. An injury-induced substitution or not, we'll find out later on. But for now, an infringement for Kotoko. And the man who joined Kotoko Olympics, entry Emmanuel, behind the ball. In the number 10 jersey for the Fabulous team. Can he pull Kotoko back into this game? Some distance though, but this time he'll go for a direct shot. Will he? He does so. A good one! Hits the upright. Chance still for Kotoko. Shot comes in. It drops. Chance still. Shot comes in. And what a miss from Albert Amoah. He cannot believe it. He just cannot believe his eyes. That was a glorious chance for Amoah. Look at it again. Shot was brilliant from entry. Came off the upright. A chance to look at it. Amoah had space to pick a spot. He could not. And he has missed it.
Brilliant free kick, my Benghazi. And he went direct for it. The goalkeeper had no answers to that. Trust me, if he had found a target, it would have been the equalizer. But Amoah had one simple task to just lay that ball into the net.
And going to come again now through Amidou. Cross comes in, a goal! It is a goal! Lasso! An own goal attest for the Porcupine Warriors. Amidou's cross on the right side. The header came from Kunedu Yadom, but unfortunately for him, it was only to his own net. So look at it again. Amidou on a run into the box, and then the cross came in, and Kunedu Yadom heading the ball into his own net.
A day of gifts, Benghazi. I told you I am a prophet, and we are seeing Father Christmas here in the likes of Kunedu. Look at the posture of Abdul Karim Zito.
No emotions, even though his team has just pulled him in. Little emotions there, but the Philippines will come again now. On the ball, nice Kakari Martin. He goes in field now. Shot comes in, and that was a poor round from Kakari.
At the start of the second half, Benghazi, I told you that Kumasi Asante Kotoko have been one of the teams with the most comebacks in the Ghana Premier League this season. And right from the plus of the whistle, they've shown good a chance.
Has a goal! What a comeback! Now, the coach shows emotions. Celebrating now.
Abdul Karim Zito and his charges, Benghazi, are up and doing.
2 goals in 2 minutes. 2 goals in 2 minutes for Kotoko. What a comeback. Pampoku with the finish for the Warriors. There it is. Long ball into the half of Hatsafok. Controlled there by Pampoku. It dropped. Kirby Adams cross to Amoah, and beautiful cutback, and a finish, easy as it is.
And
cool finish there for Kampoku.
Again, Kunedu at fault, Benghazi. Kunedu was found wanting. He had to deal with the ball initially. Well, now that substitution would bring to mind.
Absolutely.
And why coach?
Change.
Yes, from coach Masudi Dramani. And now we see the absence of Kelvin Osei-Sibe, and well, a chance for Atofok Benghazi.
Has attacking again now. Cross comes in, a good chance, and the ball be cleared though by the Fabulous team. Pass again will come. Kakari on the ball now. He finds Kunedu Yadom. Yadom goes in for the chance still, but ball cleared now by Samba O'Neill, and now the ball go for throw-in for Accra Atofok.
The emotions are getting in Benghazi. Kumasi Asante Kotoko with 2 quick fire goals. I told you that they have shown this season, and on a number of occasions they've gone down in the first half and They came back strongly in some of the Premier League games to win 3-2 and to win 2-1. And now they are showing what they can do here. Coach Karim Zito and his charges have a story to tell this evening, and I'm sure President Mahama and the fans here, and look at Kamara, he would be a calm man, he will be a cool man, he will be thanking the stars, and the players have made the fans proud, and now the fans can be on their feet and enjoy some good morale.
Live on Star FM in Kumasi, of course Ultimate FM. The Phobians again attack will break down. Kotoko again on the ball now. NP, good pass. The ball be headed out by the Phobians, and out he goes for a throw in for Accra Asafo. Picked up by Albert Amwa. He throws one down now to his man Lord Amwa. Back to Albert to defensive areas now to Samba O'Neill. Husseini Zakaria. Good ball across field. Headed out though by the Phobian club. Zakaria on the ball now. Good back passing field. The chase is on. The Phobians are on the ball now. Good ball outfield now. Hamza is on the ball now. Hamza. But the attack will break down and Kotoko take over again now. Good pass in full now to Amidou. Amidou on the ball for Kotoko. Amidou on the ball still. Amidou shoots, and that was off target from his man Peter Amidou Aqua.
What's an open game, Benghazi? I'm sure this is what the fans wanted. This is what they were looking for. And, substitution quickly affected. We see Asma out and Theophilus Collison on. But then, it is an open game, Benghazi.
Very open game here.
Any of these teams can go for the win. But for now, Kotoko are showing that they do have what it takes to win the 2025 President's Cup.
You're live on Star FM, live on GH1 TV. Suab Sharif on the ball for the Phobians. Takes one outfield now. Out the ball, go for what should be a throw in for Kotoko. Throw in for the far block side. Ball picked up again by Lord Amwa. Amwa throws one down. Good ball. He gets the ball to his goalkeeper, Mohamed Kamara. Kamara controls the ball now. Gets the ball to Zakaria Husseini. Husseini goes down. He was pushed. So an infringement for Kotoko in their own half. Big question though, Jones says, can the Phobians get back into this game?
Well, I think that with how they played in the second half, yeah, they have what it takes. And another substitution from Coach Masudi Dramani. He knows that he needs to win this game. And as to what to tell someone, how Kotoko came back in just 2 minutes to get the lead, well, it's a different story to tell. But I think that as a folk, if they can be well composed and get the ball, they will be able to come back into this game strongly.
Let's say the Phobians can get back to the game, but for now, Kotoko on the ball. Long ball outfield. Will be cleared by Konadu Yadom. Back on the ball, there's Kotoko in midfield. Beautiful control there. What is he looking for from him? On the ball, nice hands of folk. He looks up for a good one to Hamza Issa. Issa gets the ball to Kakari. Back to Hamza. Poor pass though. And Kotoko on the ball now through Samba O'Neill. Long ball outfield. Changes on now. On the ball, first though is Konadu Yadom. And Konadu clears his lines for a crowd of folk. Ball flicked on. On the ball, that's Hamza Issa. Hasselhoff on a child roll. On the break, and the ball. He missed out on the pass. Stephen Apia Asari missing out on the pass. That could have been a chance for Hasselhoff. Back on the ball now. In their own half, though. Lord Amwa. Amwa will find a man in midfield. NP Emmanuel. He's just fantastic with his passing game. He gets the ball to Albert Amwa on the right side. Albert on the ball still. He has 3 men around him. And so he will lose out. Konadu Yadom gets the ball for. Poor one from Konadu Yadom. Gives the ball away now. Kotoko on the ball. Chance for Kotoko. Ball in the area still though. This could be a chance. The ball's been cleared now. Kotoko again. Amido chance still. And a poor connection. That was a glorious chance. Glorious chance there. But missed terribly. Missed terribly by Kotoko. Look at it again. Free header. in the box. It should have been on target for the Fabulous team.
A brilliant attempt from Kotoko there, and no Hearts of Oak player picked him. It was a run from the edge of the box, and then you could see that again Kotoko march into this game, and I'll not be surprised if they get a third goal, Benghazi.
Big balloon there from Zakaria Hussaini, and out it goes for a throw-in for Hearts of Oak. 60 minutes played. It means Kotoko and Hearts have got 30 more minutes to either hold on to their lead or come back into this game. Long ball to the Fabulous half, clear though, but back to the Phobian half, control now by Shuab Sharif on the ball for Phobia, kicks a long one outfield, looking for options, ball headed back powerfully, and it drops in midfield, cleared now by Kotoko, but straight to a Phobian player, captain for the side, a new man upon Afrani, get the ball to left side now. Phobia on a chance, this could be a chance, and Samba O'Neill defending strongly. A player is down though, so ball has been cleared and out it goes for a throw-in for Hearts of Oak. A Kotoko player is down the turf, and that looks like, who could that be? Seth Kojo looks like, who is down the turf. So how times do change. It is not the Fabulous lads who are singing and chanting their team anthem.
Well, I hope it is not a game of two halves. But of course, Hearts of Oak had Kotoko in the first half. They had some chances and they scored a brilliant goal. And then, of course, we saw Kumasi Asante Kotoko coming in the second half. Right from the start of the second half, they went on.
And then the replay is for the goals.
Brilliant goals.
The first goal for Kotoko. That is Peter Amidou. The cross came, look at it. And then the header from Kunadu Yadom into his own net. Poor one from Kunadu Yadom. Second goal, long ball. And then Kwampuku on a run again with Kunadu Yadom again. Kunadu unfortunately cleared the ball and only came off the body of Amwa. And then Amwa with a beautiful cutback. And Poku had the gaping goal to plant the ball in. Brilliant goal by all standards. A gift of brilliant goals there from Kwame Poku to make it 2-1 for the Fabulous team. Ball in the Hearts of Oak. Control the ball beautifully in their own half. Accra Hearts of Oak. Kotoko with the ball. It's an infringement too. A referee will call the ball back. Referee will call the ball back. So there it is now. Game gets underway. On the right side is Amankwa. Imana Amankwa for Hearts of Oak. Get the ball to Kakari. He goes in full now. Kakari on the ball still. Kakari with a chance. Shoots one. And it's been blocked again. Hearts of Oak with the ball again now. And Rasha comes in. And out will go for a goal kick though for the Fabulous team. Shots flying way off target. So it is a goal kick for Kotoko. Taken there by Kamara. Kamara looks for an option. He finds one in Zakaria Hussaini. Hussaini as always with a long kick outfield. But the ball has been cleared and headed back to the Phobian half. Has to look on the ball now though. Raphael Amponsa in midfield. He finds his man on the left side. Stephen Osei Apia. Asari goes down. Represents place to go on. Play goes on. Lord Amwa. Ball in the area of Kotoko. Good ball looking for the run of Kampoku, but that was too strong a pass, and out the ball go for throw in for Hearts of Oak. Kunadu Yadom knows time is not on their side, so he rolls one down to his goalkeeper, Sharif Shuab, who intends finds captain for the side now. Then upon Afrani, his pass not good enough though, but drops for Raphael Amponsa. Referee says that should be an infringement for the Phobian team, as Amponsa was fouled by Kotoko Zakaria Hussaini. And has to work in their own half. Good ball in field. Ball be cleared though by Aqua for Kotoko. Now to Enchi. Enchi on the ball now in midfield. Looking for options. Always bring on the ball. He goes down. An infringement against the Phobian side. The big man himself, Emmanuel MP, has been so impressive in the game today. On the ball, so calm, collected. Brilliant personality as well from him.
Yeah, I think he's done so well, Benghazi, and Kotoko are showing that they are a very good side who can actually hold the ball, move to the wing, sending crosses, and then Hearts of Oak look like a team disjointed, a different team from what we saw in the first half. They need to get their act together, Benghazi. If not, they might concede a third goal.
Samba O'Neill locates Albert Tam on the right side now. Albert goes in, goes past one man now, but ball be cleared, ball blocked, and the Fulham take over the ball now. Hearts of Oak trying to initiate an attack on the ball. The goal scorer for Hearts of Oak, Hamza Issa. Good ball infield, and ball be cleared though by Zakaria Husseini. Brilliant clearance from him.
Super defending, Benghazi. Great defending, but then again a great ball right in front of Hamza Issa. But then kudos to the defender of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Right there, he was falling, but then he made sure that he got to the ball before Hamza Issa.
Making sure that Hamza will not have any chance to sniff in front of goal for the Fabulous team. So the referee though, the flag went up, so offside. All right, offside against the Phobian club. So free kick taken by Kamara Mohammed. He locates Samba O'Neill. O'Neill back to Kamara in goal for Kotoko in this evening's encounter. Another floodlights. Kamara with a long kick. It drops to Poku. Poku locates his man Amidu on the left side. Can he get the ball to him? No. Ball be cleared. And out it goes for a throw-in. Ball thrown in now by Aqua. The referee says Amidu was impeded by Emmanuel Mankwa. So an infringement again for the Fabulous team. One more chance for them. One more chance for entry to attempt one at Sharif Shuab and go for the Phobians.
You know, they look disjointed, and across of folk, the defense a bit fatherless, I must say, at this moment, because of course they missed the services of the goalkeeper Benjamin Asari, and then Kelvin Osesibe, who was brought out. Well, we don't understand why he was brought out, but two mistakes have caused Crash of Folk this evening here.
A free kick for the Fabulous team. Again, Emmanuel Entry behind the free kick for Kotoko. He's got about 6 men in the box to look for. Will he go for direct one and goal, or will he look for options in the box? Emmanuel Entry with a free kick. There he comes now. It goes in, a good one, and a poor connection from Kampoku, out for a goal kick.
Well, gradually Benghazi tick-tock, the time goes. But again, it was a very good cross that was sent in, and it found the target, but just that the connection was a poor one. You could see two players of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, yes, going in for the ball there.
Amoa and Kampoku. But ball drops to the Kotoko midfield. Poor pass though, and the Phobians are on the ball now. Hearts of Folk control the ball. Hussein, he finds Kakari on the right side. Kakari controls the ball now. Back to his man, Amponsa Raphael. Amankwa to Kakari again now. Now to Raphael. Amponsa, good ball in full now. Header comes in, a chance, and headed out though by Samba O'Neill. Has to work on the ball again now. On the left side. Cross comes in again, and again O'Neill with a clearance. Drops to Kakari on the ball now. Chance for him. Goes to the byline, and that was a poor one for Kakari. Out he goes for a goal kick for Kotoko.
Indecisiveness for him. He had so much space on his left side, and once again a brilliant cross coming in from the left. I told you about the crosses. Well, in the second half, Kumasi Asante Kotoko have dealt with the crosses well. This was a chance to send either a shot or a crossing, but it was poor decision making from him. And then, well, for now, Kotoko can breathe.
Kotoko can breathe and can breathe easy. Kakari Martin should have done much better with a chance. He has totally fluffed it. Goal kick taken by Kamara Mohammed. Ball drops. And first with that ball though, it has to focus left back Ransford Mensah to Sharif. 4-1 from him. Ball drops and will be cleared over Kennedy Yadom. Yadom gets the ball in midfield now to Amponsa Raphael. He finds Amankwa Emmanuel. Amankwa to captain for the side now. Daniel Pong Afrani to Schwab. Schwab with a clearance into the Kotoko half. Flicked on beautifully, and on the ball now for the Phobian club is Hamza. Hamza on the ball still. He goes past one man easily. Hannah goes in full now. Shot comes in. The ball has been blocked. Represents space to go on. And play that's gone. Entry on the ball now for Kotoko. Entry controls the ball. He finds Lord Amwa on the right side. Amwa on the ball now. He goes in field. Challenged and brought down. Referee blows for an infringement for the Fabulous team. 70 minutes played now. 20 minutes to go. Still Fabulous Kotoko 1. 4 behind House of Folk 0. Sorry, 2-1 for the Fabulous team to say.
Yellow card. House of Folk player number 30.
And then the man brought down. Yellow card again flashed to Hearts of Folk. And that is the man Stephen Apia, sorry, the left winger for the Phobian Club. Flash with a yellow card for that tackle on the Kotoko attacker. There it is, man in pain on a tap still. So temporary hold up at this stage as the game is halted because of treatment given out to the Kotoko player.
Well, now the onus lies on our coach Masudi Dramani, and the way forward here, the chances that he would give, and one next for him. They have 19 minutes to go. Trust me, it might just be the President's Cup, but then again, it would go a very, very long way to inform his season, to inform what would happen when he takes full control in preseason. So, yeah, yellow card obviously confirmed there. Rashford Mensah also receiving another yellow card from referee for dissent. He actually went to complain and receiving a yellow card in there. But then, good game so far.
Game restarts and a poor one from Enchi. So throw in for Hearts of Folk. Throw in for the Phobian Club. Ball thrown in by Amankwa Emmanuel. He finds Captain Opong Afrani. Long one from him, but straight to goalie for Kotoko. Mohamed Kamara, who this time around says, no gift for you, Hearts of Folk. Hamza Isa, the man who scored the only goal for Hearts of Folk. Kamara knows his team is in control and with a lead, so taking some time on the ball. Long ball from him though. Headed down by Kwampoku, by the drops to Kakari Martin. He goes back. Amanka with a clearance, nobody particular. Ball returns to the body of the carrier and cleared, and out it goes for a throw-in. Throw-in for Hearts of Folk, who know they must chase this game at this stage. Dramani's team are chasing it, and Kotoko are bringing on substitution again. Baba Yaya is coming on for Seth Kojo. Baba Yaya joined Kotoko from Kumaskin Faisal. And look at that. Rafael Amponsa is pushing Seth Kojo, and referee will not have any of that. Referee says yellow card if you misbehave, and that's so.
Well, he's taking his time to get off the pitch, and again the emotions would come. It is not just a President's Cup. Anytime it is football, Hearts and Kotoko. Well, trust me, the emotions would come to play here, and he wanted to help him get off the pitch, but then referee would have none of that. So
there the man on now for you, Yaya Baba Yaya, as he's called in Kumasi. House the foot with a chance. The shot comes in and it flies over the upright though. That was coming in from Ransford Mensah with a shot, but it was always rising. And over the crossbar goes for a goal kick for the Fabulous team.
Of course, when desperation sets in, you decide to go in for long balls like this, and I'm not surprised at all. Don't be surprised to see a lot more of these long balls from Accra Hearts of Folk.
Chasing the game, the Phobian Club. Kotoko was to try and extend the lead here. Yaya Baba on the ball now. He finds the man on the right side. Amma with a cross. It drops though, and will be cleared by Hearts of Folk in midfield now. Good ball over the top, looking for the run of Kakari Martin, but that ball cannot get to him. It's been cleared. Peter Amidou now on the left side for Kotoko. He comes in field. Peter Amidou. He finds Emmanuel Entry. Entry with a good pass. Amwa is onside. Cross comes a chance, and what a miss from Kampoku. He had a gaping goal in front of him, but he could not make it. Look at that. Look at that. He was always falling. So couldn't connect the ball very well. And so out the ball go for a goal kick for Atsofo.
There was some kind of pressure from David upon Afrani, and he made sure that, well, Kwame Poku didn't have full control of that ball there. If not, it would have been 3-1, and I'm sure that would have been that.
That would have been that. But the phobias are coming back. Another poor pass from Maskakari. And Kotoko again will come through. Amedu gets the ball to pass his man now. It is a 3 versus 4. Referee has blown for what? He has blown for offside. Wow. Let's see it again. Where's the offside? He goes in for the ball himself. Kwame Poku was the one who was off. He didn't go for the ball. So where was the offside here? Well, play goes on though. Hasselhoff with the ball in their own half. Sharif Suab control the ball in his own half. Sharif with a long one outfield, looking for option. Ball headed though. Hasselhoff again now. Runs for Mensah. Good ball to Kakari now. Chance for Kakari. Goes in full now. Chance for Kakari. It's a goal! But the linesman flag is up. The linesman's flag is up though for offside. Linesman flag is up for offside. Look at it. Kakari with a chance. Let's see the replay. One past his man. And the cross came in. He was clearly offside.
He was offside, Benghazi.
He was offside.
Good call.
He was clearly offside.
Referee. And the fans would not be happy with that call at all. But a good officiating from referee. And another yellow card has been flashed in the mix. A lot has happened after that game. After the linesman decided to put his flag up. And a correct call from him now would see the decision of the referee.
Let's see the replay again. There it is. That's the first one. Kakari is onside. He's onside, so Kakari gets the ball. He goes infield, goes past one man. Let's see. He's still onside. Now let's look at the man here. He's still on. Let's see. There it is. He was slightly offside.
Yeah, of course.
He was slightly offside.
Right call from the referee. And the players are not too happy. And again, we are disadvantaged in our part of the World Benghazi. We don't have the luxury of VAR to get another view or give the referee a chance to review for everyone to see that indeed it was an offside. But as I would always say, the referee has the final say. They are in charge. They are like a judge, and their decision would stand still and would have to continue play. Hearts 1, Kotoko 2, Benghazi.
It is what it is. Offside is a call made by the referee, and for the replays, clearly he was offside, slightly offside. So we are waiting to restart the game here. Live on GH1 TV, are covering the President's Cup. Live at the Accra Sports Stadium. 78 minutes played. Hearts down 2-1 against Kotoko. We have about 12 minutes of action left in this game. Temporary hold up here at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Well, referee Reginald calling someone. I think good job so far. And a good call from Kwesi Brobe, Emmanuel Dolagbanu, and then Charles Bulu are the men who have handled the game so well. And I think they deserve applause. Well, keep going, coming in from Coach Masoud Didi Dramani.
So game about to restart here again. An infringement for Kotoko in your own half. Kamara, Mafia relief man. Long ball from him though into the Hasselhoff half. Headed back by Konadu Yadom. Flicked on. Hasselhoff again. Chasing the game. On the ball for the full in midfield now is the man Rafael Amponsa. To the right side now he goes. Kakari Martin. Martin goes in full again now for Hasselhoff. Kakari on the ball still. Can he go past his man? No, he can't. Ball cleared. Referee don't blow for an infringement for Hasselhoff.
Or a chance for Hasselhoff to send the ball into the box and make amends, Benghazi, because we have close to 11 minutes to get to 90 minutes and some additional time there. Of course, that stoppage from the goal that was chalked off because of offside would give us some additional minutes. But then goalkeeper Kamara would have to come to the party this evening for Kumasi Asante Kotoko and get the win for his side.
So an infringement there for Hartsefok. 18 minutes played here at Accra Sports Stadium. 10 more minutes of action left here. Plus at a time that is an infringement, and Kotoko will defend this. The Phobians have got men in the box to look for. This could be dangerous. Bakari Martin behind the ball for Hartsefok. The human wall being formed by the Fabulous team. There will be a 3-man human wall formed by Kotoko. And will this be the leveler for the Phobians? Let's wait to see. Bakari Martin together with Amponsa behind his free kick for Accra Hartsefok. Bakari goes in, and a beautiful save there from Kamara. Mohammed saving coolly for the Fabulous team. That was a good kick from Bakari Martin, on target, and well saved there by Kamara.
Well, I told you, you need to come to the party, and he's come to the party with this good save. I mean, that mistake earlier in the first half was unpardonable, and he's made amends, I'm sure, Benghazi.
Made amends with that save from the earlier mistake he made in the first that led to the goal for Hartsefok. The Phobians with the ball in the half now, cleared a long one in there from goalkeeper Sharif, headed out by Zakaria Fuseni, out for a throw-in for Hartsefok. Picked up ball by Amankwa. He finds Kakari, goes in for good ball from him now. Shot comes in, is in block. Referee says what? Penalty! Referee has blown for a penalty for Hartsefok.
Drama, Benghazi, pure drama. And look at Kamara. Kamara walking to the referee, disagreeing with that call there. But it is football for you. And as I said, the referee would always have the final say. And this time, referee Reginald calling someone has pointed to the spot. And what is it going to be? Would we see the equalizer
again now? Shot coming in and clearly on a penalty.
Clearly, Benghazi.
Clearly coming up.
Clear penalty. You see the distance from
away from the body.
Exactly. And so a good call once again from referee calling someone. 82 minutes of play, Benghazi.
Penalty for Hartsefok. Can they redeem themselves with a spot kick?
It takes a man of courage at this point of the game to get up, pick the ball, and say, "Send me, oh Lord, I will do the work for you." And it will take another courageous man in the form of Mohamed Kamara to step up and save this penalty. 83 minutes, Benghazi.
And look at the man with the ball. Kunadu Yadon has to pick the ball up. He's a man who made 2 mistakes for the Fabulous goals. Can he redeem himself? Is the question.
Benghazi, there is a song running through the mind of Kunedu at this moment. Redemption song. He wants to redeem himself. Let's see if he can redeem himself.
Kunedu Yadom leaves the door for Amankwa Emmanuel. So Amankwa Emmanuel for Hartsefok with a penalty against Mohamed Kamara. Amankwa v Kamara. Amankwa versus Kamara. Kamara in your shots. Amankwa here for Hartsefok. 84 minutes played. Penalty for Hartsefok. Will this be the leveler? Amankwa will have to go in. Amankwa Kamara. Will it be the leveler here? He goes in, he shoots, it is saved. What a miss from Amankwa Emmanuel. He went in, the run-up was poor, and he has missed the golden chance for the Phobian club.
And look at Karim Zito. Karim Zito is up on his feet, but it was a poor kick from Amankwa. Goalkeeper Kamara decided to stay put to his spot. He didn't move, and he was there, and he was gifted a ball. Well, don't forget that Kamara gifted a goal, and he's been gifted a penalty. A good decision making, but a poor one from Amankwa. The fans of Accra Suffolk will never forgive him for that poor kick. Trust me, if the goalkeeper moves, it would be a great goal. But this time around, it was a poor kick from Amankwa.
A poor one from Amankwa, but game resumes. An infringement for Hearts Suffolk in their own half. Long kick there from Apon Afrane. He locates his man on the left side. Mensah Ransford, who now finds Konadu Yadom. Konadu gets the ball in field now, all the way to goalkeeper Sharif Shuab. Shuab comes all the way out of his goal area, looks up, long ball from him, looking for his man up front, control on the chest, but cleared there by Lord Amoa. Konadu Yadom control the ball now, but again we're still by the Fabulous team now. This could be a chance. Kotoko with a chance now. Ball is good to Albert Amoa. 10th round though. And Yaya cannot get to that ball. Referee has blown for an infringement for Hearts Suffolk.
Benghazi, what a game we've had. What a game we've had. Missed penalty, an offside goal, and of course a comeback. This has been a super game from Accra Suffolk and Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I'm sure for the neutrals it has been a good one, but for the fans of Accra Suffolk, they would have expected much from their team, especially with the way they played in the first half. Kumasi Asante Kotoko played better in the second half and
substitutions. The defender Harry Ansu coming on for McCrea midfielder Emmanuel Entry. So the idea for the coach is simple. Best man Entry going out midfielder for a defender Harry Ansu. Clearly the coach wants to close the shut-up shop for Kotoko against the Phobians at this stage.
Good decision making from Abdul Karim Zito, very, very experienced man. We've seen it all. Karim Zito, don't forget that he won 2 FA Cup titles. Karim Zito with Dreams FC and then Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Konadu Yadom on the ball now for Hearts Suffolk in his own half. He looks out for options. A long one from him. Headed powerfully down, but straight to Kamara, who will try to waste some time. Why not? Finally has saved it for the Fabulous team. Mohamed Kamara, going to go from Guinea. Last season,
I think he's had a good second half, and at this time he would want to whisk away some few seconds and spend some time with the ball and make sure that the final whistle comes very soon for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Kotoko on the ball now in midfield. Brilliant play from Samba O'Neill. He finds Patrick. That's Peter Amidu instead. Peter on the ball, but attack will break down. Kotoko regain the ball again though. Good ball from Aqua. Aqua looking for the run of Kampoku. Kampokudo is stopped by regains the ball and has been brought down for an infringement for the Fabulous team.
Cannot believe it. Cannot believe it at all.
Kampoku bringing him down for an infringement. So Kotoko with some minutes of action left in the game, with their noses in front, trying as much as they can to close the game at this stage.
Well, the Porcupine boys are up and going, and look at their fans, of course, on their feet, dancing to brilliant tunes. Can they kill it off here, Benghazi?
Let's see if they can here. 88 minutes of action done here. Free kick for Kotoko. 3 men plotting behind the ball against the Phobian team with 3 human wall as well. Entry is up though, so someone different step up for this free kick. Who will it be? Who will it be? Let's see. It comes in and a poor one. Poor one, and out it goes for a goal kick. Now it came from Albert Amoa. But that was a very poor one from Albert Amoa.
A poor one. But then again, they can just, still maintain their composure, defend very well, and this cup, 2025 President's Cup, should be theirs as Asante Kotoko.
Referee has gone for an infringement for Hearts Suffolk in midfield. Picked up by Apon Afrane. On the left side they go, and that's the man, Ransford Mensah. He goes in field. Pass is good. Controlled fully by this man. He goes down. Referee says play to go on. Ball will be cleared by the Fabulous team. But straight to Kakari Martin. Kakari with a shot, and over the upright he goes for a goal kick.
An ambitious one. He had his right back just in front of him. He could have gone for the option. He decided to go for glory. and they are still down by 2-1, Ben.
That was selfish play from Kakari Martin when he had Amankwa making the run on the right side, but he chose the wrong option of a shot, and over the crossbar it goes. Goal kick for Kotoko. Ball kicked in by Kamara, headed powerfully though by Kunadu Yadom. That was clearly an infringement as a referee. 90 minutes done. We are into the time of 4 minutes. Into the time of 4 minutes in this game. Can the Phobian club get back to this game?
Accra Suffolk would need a miracle from the gods of Accra. They would be on their knees crying, hoping for a last-minute miracle. Only Jesus can save them at this time, Benghazi. But it is football, and in just a second, anything can happen.
Ball in the area, and will be coolly saved there by the goalie, but clash of heads there. So the medical team have been called up. I can see blood oozing from the Phobian player. Who is this? There's blood all over him. So the medical team have rushed in there to attend to the players. There it is, clash of heads between Ansu and the Phobian player. That was a poor one. That was a bad clash there of heads. Let's hope they are all well.
Well, if we should end this way, Kumasi Asante Kotoko would be adding their 9th title. Yes, and
in the President's Cup.
Yes, in the President's Cup. So they won in 1973, 1984, 2004, 2005, 2008, 2016, 2017, and then in 2019. Well, is it going to be Kumasi Asante Kotoko in 2025?
Let's wait to see. We have about 3 more minutes of action to tell, to confirm whether the Fabulous team indeed will end up as winners, or the Phobians who have a last laugh.
But I think it's been a brilliant game so far, and in fact, we're done with the 90 minutes. It has been a brilliant game with what we expected. We've seen goals of late. Anytime Hearts and Kotoko meet, it's very difficult to see about 2 or 3 goals. But this time around, it has come to play. We've seen an own goal. We've seen a goal chalked up for offside. We've seen a penalty missed. And trust me, what more do you want?
It's full of drama.
Full of drama.
Everything you would expect from a tough game. A big clash. We've seen it here at Accra Sports Stadium.
And it is a welcome party.
Look at the bench of Accra Suffolk. They look dejected.
Yes.
They look sad. They look lost.
But for this Kotoko fan, in high spirit, trust me, if he would need to dance all the way home, he would dance all the way home, Benghazi.
It's fun here at Accra Sports Stadium. That is if you belong to the Red Army. If you are with the rainbow colors, not too fun at this moment.
Well, I wonder how the Honorable Okulu would be feeling right about now. And the schoolboys are not left out of the action, Benghazi.
Look at them. Our brothers from the SHS who are here supporting the teams here at Accra Sports Stadium.
Well, a dejected
Amankwa, Emmanuel, he missed the penalty. What could be going through his mind at this moment?
Trust me, Benghazi, a moment just like Asamoah. It was close to the end of the game. If he had scored, it would have been a different story. We would be looking to take penalties here. But then, good decision making again from goalkeeper Kamara.
So fortunately, Kunadu is up on his feet. Head heavily bandaged though from the clash of heads with Henry Ansu. But both players are up on their feet, thankfully. So game will resume in no time.
Well, Benghazi, Masudi Dramani would have a lot of work to do. They had a good first half, but in the second half, they were all over the place. And some of his substitutions would have some question marks.
In fact, I still want to know why he took out Calvin Osei Esibe. I want to find out what happened. But let's continue the action here. Long throw, wow, from Kamara. Ball drops. But we'll be taking over by Kunadu Yadon for Artofo. Kunadu Yadon on the ball. He locates his man in midfield. He turns beautifully. The ball will be cleared. Chance for Artofo now. He goes in field. Chance still. And the Hasbrook team again will control. Amankwa finds Kakari. Kakari back to Amankwa. Amankwa to his man. A chance. And what a useless effort and miss. The two of them were on different wavelengths. Miscommunication, and a chance goes a begging.
Benghazi, it was the last chance, I believe, for Hearts of Oak to make a statement, to put smiles on the faces of their fans. But then we'll see last minute introductions from Coach Masudi Dramani as to whether they would make an impact. Well, you never know. We've seen players come on with their only touch, score some goals. But for now, Kamara will take a very, very long
one from Kamara, flicked on by Yaya. I guess the ball to his man, Peter Amedu, who I'm told has been named the MVP for the game today. And referee has blown for the end of the game here. It is all over the Crossport Stadium. The foul plus from Kumasi came all the way from Kumasi to Accra, and they have brought Accra down, brought the Phobian club down with a sumptuous comeback win over Accra Folk. End of play scores here at the Accra Sports Stadium. President's Cup. Hearts of Oak 1. Foul plus Kotoko 2.
Benghazi will go down memory lane. Trust me, it would be one that would always remember. It had everything in it. Hearts of Oak had the first half. They could have scored more in the first half. Kumasi Asante Kotoko came strongly right in the second half, scoring 2 quick fire goals, and we saw reaction from the boys from Kumasi. They went on to lead the game, and then Kumasi Asante Kotoko had to concede a penalty. Well, before that penalty, there was a goal rightly chalked off for offside, and then the penalty came, and Amangwa, would have.
And there you see the players, NG and Amwa celebrating.
Amangwa would have a nightmare tonight.
School kids are not left out as well. It's all celebration and fun here at the Accra Sports Stadium. That is if you belong to the Red Army. Kotoko have won the President's Cup for the 9th time, defeating the Hearts of Oak Club by 2-1 here at the Accra Sports Stadium. And they'll go to their fans and applaud them in the stands. And the fans will respond.
Of course, Kamara doing a yeoman's job, and look at the fans with their flags, waving it from side to side. And the fans, of course, have that good cohesion with the players. And indeed, it's going to be a long night, full of celebrations for Kotoko fans tonight. But I'm sure that some of them might miss work tomorrow, Benghazi.
So it means that this season, Kotoko have had the upper hand over the Phobian club. Don't forget, they beat them in Kumasi in the league by 1-0. Albert Tama with the only goal scored in Kumasi. Then here in Accra, the game ended barren 0-0. Today, Kotoko again have beaten Hearts of Oak by 2-1 to win the President's Cup.
Masterclass from Abdul Karim Zito.
And there you see them.
And he's done a yeoman's job. As I said earlier, he had a good record coming against
And then your shots now is Hamza Obin, Kotoko's deputy coach now, formerly with Hearts of Oak. Now deputy coach of Kotoko, Hamza Obin, and the Kotoko last captain Samba O'Neill. There you have the women and men from the Ghana Navy, the band giving us a display here before the trophy are given out, or the trophy is given out to the deserving winners, Kotoko, here at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Great game it has been, Benghazi. Great game, and I'm sure for our viewers and listeners who joined us from their various homes and, of course, in their cars, wherever they joined us from, would have enjoyed this game. It was a good one, and I hope that Kumasi Asante Kotoko can go on and have a good display when they get to the CAF Confederations Cup next season, because they are champions of the MTNFA Cup as well. And a good shot stint by Abdul Karim Zito, and I'm sure that they will get him some players to build up his team. For Masudi Dramani, I think that he has to be given some time.
All right, so it's all over at the Accra Sports Stadium, And guess what? It is the Porcupine Warriors who came all the way from Kumasi, Asante Kotoko. Kumasi, and they made sure that they won this one. I'm all excited because it was a great game by all standards. It was end-to-end action, pulsating, 90 minutes. And what did we see? 3 goals scored in this one, an own goal. The first goal scored by Hearts of Oak in the 24th minute by Hamza Issa. And then it was Konedu Yadom scoring an own goal. And then when the penalty came up, Konedu Yadom stepped up, unfortunately trying to make sure that he redeems his image. But unfortunately, it did not end that way for Hearts of Oak. And then Kwame Poku in the 53rd minute. So in the 52nd and the 53rd minute, quickly, Kumasi Asante Kotoko had to seal it all. So it's all over at the Accra Sports Stadium. Kumasi Asante Kotoko crowned the 9 times now when it comes to the President's Cup. They are winning their 9th President's Cup trophy. Remember also, this is the 18th edition. Let's go over to listen to Monica Bukari as he interviews Coach Masud Didi Dramani.
Coach of Accra Hearts of Oak, Didi Dramani, to have a word over what just happened. It's quite unfortunate for Accra Hearts of Oak.
I think it's part of the industry. At a time when we're controlling, and then we lost a key player, and then it was difficult to reshuffle, and then they took the chance clearly. So you have to acknowledge that.
Talking about your key player, will you say Osei Sibe was the reason why Kotoko has just taken over?
No, I think the injury maybe was a force majeure, and then also serve as the right purpose to have more players having a chance to play, and then we are in a progressive process, and so we expect that anyone who has the opportunity can do it. But I'm very, very impressed with the composition and the executions.
Are you satisfied with the current team that you have that played against Kumasi Asante Kotoko?
I think there's a lot. It's the early days yet. There's a lot to put in. There's a lot that we have done. There's a lot that we'll put in, and I believe that we'll get there. With this crop of players, with some small adjustments, we should be there.
Did you miss the services of Benjamin Asari in post today?
Oh, I think that every player is very, very important. He's the number one. He's a national team goalkeeper, and so we wish to have everyone. But I think that Soaib, gave a very good account of himself.
Now, before I let you go, a word for your fans with what just happened.
We love them so much. We love them for coming, and I think that we want to see more of this. We'll come out with very good performances. We'll come out with very good energy and effort. I think that we were all satisfied with what they did.
Thank you very much. We wish you all the very best as you enter the 2025 season. So that was Didi Dramani, coach of Accra Hearts of Oak, who just lost to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I've also been joined by coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Karim Zito. Congratulations, coach.
Thank you very much.
Now tell us, you, like I asked you earlier, never lost against Accra Hearts of Oak, and now again with Kumasi Asante Kotoko, you have really proved that you have what it takes to take against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Tell us, what was your plan?
The plan is to come to win. Before a game, you have to ask you, what do you need in that game? So when I sat down, I saw that, no, we should go for the second cup this year, because we had wanted to go in for the league, and we couldn't. So now let's specify our supporters with the President Cup. And remember, this is the second time I won the President Cup with Kotoko against us. So it was mentality. You saw the way we came into the second half. It was far better than the first half. And I'm very happy that we won.
Tell me, how is the feeling like for your players as well?
No, everybody wants to win. The moment the win comes, we don't feel anything apart from happiness. We are all happy, and I'm very happy that my supporters too are happy. So we are here to make them happy, and since we are able to make them happy, I'm okay. Happiness came through no other team than Accra as a whole. So we are very, very happy.
Now tell us the way forward. What do you have to say to your fans?
I think I introduced some few players I recruited, and then we qualified for Africa. So we are going to start preparing for Africa. Very soon we'll go to South Africa. From there we'll start planning. But I think we'll play the champion of champions before that. So it's part of preparation.
Right. Thank you very much. We still wish you all the very best. We've also been joined, that was Coach Zito, coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I've been joined again by Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell me, how do you feel?
Oh, I'm the pass, it's making Kunimpa, I'm the because they're not the Ashan, the pa,
Na catch me na plan Ben and Moa Modi Bay Musia.
Oh, plan a woman, Nancy, a very imagine. You feel fear by a preparation near the answer barbarian, and then Yamiadum so, yet me are in a match.
Congratulations to you. Right, so thank you very much. We'll still be speaking to more players as well. Very soon to the presentations will be taking over. Yes, I've been joined by Opoku as well. Congratulations, Opoku.
Thank you.
The
game was very, very tough game. Like we didn't start well, but later part in the game we came in. That's how come we had the second goal as well.
Now you winning against Accra Hearts of Oak here on home soil, which just happens to be the home of Accra Hearts of Oak. Tell me, how do you feel together with your teammates as well?
We are very, very happy for ourselves, for our technical team, the new players, and then to the Asante Kotoko supporters. So I say this is just a stepping stone for all of us. We're looking forward. We will try to win as much as possible. We try to win every cup that comes our way.
Right, we wish you all the very best for the way of 2025-26 season. Thank you very much. Right, so that was Kwame Poku of Kumasi Asante Kotoko that we spoke to. I've been joined by my colleague. Mutala. Mutala, tell me, we've spoken to Coach Didi Dramani. We've spoken to Karim Zito as well. Karim Zito has never lost a game against Accra Hearts of Oak, and this time around he repeated the same thing again. Tell me, what are your reservations about today's game?
Yes, great game for the neutrals, great game for both sides, and in fact, as you mentioned, history has a way of repeating itself. Karim Zito has come to the nation's Wembley to show the oldest club in our land, Accra Hearts of Oak, that of course, when it comes to beating them, he has the medicine, he has the antidote to that. Yeah. But if you watch the game, indeed, both teams showed energy, they showed resilience. Tactically, you would say that yes, Kotoko a little bit ahead of Hearts of Oak, especially in the second half. They back from recess, they realized that there's something that they ought to do. They did that, got 2 quick goals in the second half, and of course, they carried the day. But for those within Hearts of Oak, I'm sure Coach Didi Dramani has been telling you about the fact that the captain, the absence of the captain, the Saisibe leaving the pitch in the second half greatly impacted on the performance of the club. But I think that both clubs have showed what it is. We have enjoyed football here. The atmosphere was wow. Can we have this? For how long can we have this? Is it going to be a one-off? In my mind, the kind of football, look at the atmosphere, very charged, very, very interesting day. And for Kotoko, I think that for the 5th time, they have been able to beat our Accra Hearts of Oak here. And it's a great game. Taking the trophy back to Kumasi, it's a great feeling for the Kotoko fans.
And it's going to be a great feeling for Tumfor 32 as well. But tell me, normally when Hearts and Kotoko meet, it's always a tough game. But today, will you say it was a fair play in both sides?
If you look at the energy showed, especially right from the first 10 minutes, Kotoko dominated. Hearts of Oak came in, got their goal, then they dominated. The atmosphere was there for them to be able to push on. Back from recess, I don't know what Coach Didi Dramani told his boys. They raised their game, they played, they got the first goal, pushed on within a minute or two, they got the second goal. And in football, once you have the momentum, I tell you what, you are going to push on. But interestingly, the Fabian had a penalty. And of course, the penalty is one of the difficult things to take. The energy, the pressure, and all of that. And unfortunately, the goalkeeper did well, saved that. And of course, they have to be able to win a game, to win a trophy. You need to have a moment where your goalkeeper can save you, and that is what they did.
Exactly. Now, let's take Osei Sibe for instance. Osei Sibe was phenomenal for Accra Hearts of Oak in the first half, but throughout the game, what will you say? I think Kotoko's goalkeeper Kamara was incredible for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Absolutely, especially after that hauler that led to Hearts of Oak first goal. I think that within the second half, he actually distinguished himself, and I think that Kumasi Asante Kotoko deserved the trophy this evening.
Fine. Let's talk about the penalty taker himself. For me, from where I started, I watched him. It's kind of it brings so much tension when you have to take that penalty. It was a very feeble shot from him. Will you say it was the very best of shot that you had to take for Accra Hearts of Oak?
Football has a way of telling its own story. In football, one would tell you that when there's a penalty, we do know that the clubs, they do know who is their first penalty taker. But the point is that once there's a penalty at this pressure moment, the player that grabs the ball, you allow that player to take the penalty. You realize that the player that took the penalty, at some point in time, he tried to have a go at the goalkeeper, tried to take that, but it didn't work. But of course, that is how football works. And once football is like that, you just have to take it and move on. But I think that he could have had some way of taking the penalty, the way a manner he did. The goalkeeper did the right way by guessing right, and he got that.
Talking about the euphoria here at the Accra Sports Stadium from the beginning, afternoon, all the way even from morning, people started thronging the stadium. I mean, the euphoria here, the atmosphere is kind of electrifying. Do you think the supporters came in their numbers to support their own teams?
Look, I'm seeing students in uniform
exactly
here at the Accra Sports Stadium. And guess what? One Shatta Wale was here. The whole atmosphere was charged.
Was
electrifying and all of that. You see, that is the beauty of football. If we can have this, we can have this for a very long time. We can plan this for a very long time. I'm thinking that the president, the organizer, can find a way to more or less expand this particular trophy tournament and make it a tournament. What has happened to the top four? Maybe we can look at it and make the President's Cup a one that can be top four clubs can compete, or even spread it across the country. But I think that if you ask me, this is a very great atmosphere for football game, and I enjoy the atmosphere. I enjoy the moment. A Sunday night. I wish today is a Friday. I wish today is a Friday.
I know, right? Now, talking about publicity of this whole game itself, I think publicity also went down very well to inform the stadium, the players or fans to also throng the stadium as well.
Absolutely. So earlier in the day, you didn't see that coming, did you? You wouldn't see that. After 2 p.m., then you check the back of the stadium, then you realize that something was about to happen. And indeed, the whole stadium was full, and some people have the opportunity to even watch it out. And GH1 TV, we show that live. So those who were not able to come to the stadium, they had the opportunity to watch live on TV and all of that. But if you tell me, if you're asking about this game, earlier in the day, the signs were there, especially after 2 when the organization, super organization and all of that. And a great congratulations to the organizers for putting together this one. And of course, the president for allowing this game to come out. He was here, and you see the atmosphere when he came in. Great football atmosphere. And for those of us who have been at the stadium, for those who have watched elsewhere, will tell you that they have indeed enjoyed themselves. I've not seen an atmosphere Hearts Kotoko game. In fact, the last Hearts Kotoko match before this, I was here at the stadium and most of the stands were empty. Today, the atmosphere was different. Everybody that matters is in the stadium. I think that it's one great thing for Ghana football. If we can move on from here, if we can pick the PC from here, I think that Ghana football, especially in the pre-season time, will have some very interesting moments to share.
This has been an incredible 2025 Gal Cup President's Cup, where President himself, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, made his way for the second outing to be here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Earlier on, we told you his first outing was to watch the Black Stars play against Chad, and that was their training sessions here at the Accra Sports Stadium. And this time around, making another majestic step to come here to watch the President's Cup Gal Cup 2025. Presently, as we speak, we are watching President John Dramani Mahama putting around all the regalia exactly on the necks of the Phobians as well. Very unfortunate for Accra Hearts folk taking this.
Of course, Monica, if you look at an atmosphere like this, you would love to be going home with the gold, right? But now Hearts of Oak players are taking on the bronze. I don't know what will be going through their mind, but a football match, an atmosphere like this, you want to be on the winning side. But of course, once you get it wrong, I think that Didi Dramani has seen something. He's now getting his team right. He's seen a lot of things that going forward, he will be able to put things together and make sure that he gets a great team for the future. But I think that if you look at this Hearts of Oak squad, like I mentioned earlier, their captain, the absence of their captain, especially in the second half, they could make a case for that. But of course, football, the players are more than 11. So you have about 18, 25 and all of that. But of course, today has been a beautiful day. President John Dramani Mahama is honoring the players, especially the runners-up. Absolutely, yeah. Accra Hearts of Oak. And of course, you could see that live on your screens over there. trying to edge the players on, and the atmosphere alone.
And that is Accra Hearts of Focus getting down from the podium after taking his medal.
All right, so wherever you're watching us from, these are live pictures there from the Accra Sports Stadium, and it's the presentation time. There you see the president, the first gentleman of the land there, making sure that he classed these lads, Accra Hearts of Folk players there, with that silverware, winning the silver. So unfortunately for Hearts of Folk, they came, they saw, on their home soil, they lost. All right, so Eric Bequin, yeah, I know it's a great one for you. You in 2008 won it with your Kotoko lads, and this time around you're in the studio here observing proceedings. And what a joy! What is the feeling like for you seeing Hearts of Folk? And listen to what Karim Zito said. He said joy has come, and what a way joy came, and it came through Hearts of Folk.
Yeah. I think that was a great quote by my only coach, Coach Karim Zito. I think, Joe, before the start of the game, I did said one or two things which have all, manifested. I told you about this game can make you and unmake you at the same time. That's true. And that is what happened to the guy who went for the penalty kick. I mean, he was not ready for the kick, because looking at the one who went for the ball, he was much ready. To play. But they came, I don't know the communication that came from the bench for them to swap, the penalty taker. Also, the game itself, I told you that the second half, if Kotoko should go for all the duels and then win all these second balls and come to the party, Kotoko will get the win. And the second half, you saw when they came to the party, everything showed that they have come to the party to win. So I think kudos to the players. They've shown mental quality in this game. I mean, for that comeback within 2 minutes, getting 2 goals, it's a thumbs up to them. They've done great. I also told you that this game is going to be game for these two coaches.
That's true.
Yeah, to exhibit what we are expecting in the upcoming season. I mean, their trump card will win the day. Whoever throws his trump card, look at the substitutions that went on. Most of the substitutions were so tactical. Yeah, so I think the best team won. The best team that took their chances, because the second half was electrifying.
Exactly.
Where end to end, everybody is firing, no conserving any energy.
Not at all.
Everybody is blowing all cylinders, and I think it was a great game that we witnessed.
Okay.
Even apart from the winning to my darling club Kotoko, we have seen, the glimpse of the upcoming season. So we urging the fans to troop into the stadiums like this. And through that, the boys too know that people are watching them, people are enjoying them. Those days, there were Champions League and then a Premiership going on, but people still troop into the stadium to come and watch us as we play. Yeah.
All right. So just gone by where the officiating referees, they were awarded the Reginald Collins Samoa Referee of the Day. The first assistant, Kwesi Brobe. Second assistant was Emmanuel Dolagbanu. And then the fourth was Charles Bulu. But it is now the turn of the champions of the 2025 President's Cup, Kumasi, Asante Kotoko, Okumapima, Apembeba. They've come all the way from Kumasi, shown their mettle. They came, they saw, they have conquered and made it the 9th President's Cup for themselves, taking it into their cabinet once again. Listen, what a way to end the season. What a way to obviously also sort of start a new season. They are now getting how many trophies? They are waiting for the champion of champions against BBN Gold Stars to find out whether they will make it 3 for themselves in the cabinet this season. Kumasi, Asante Kotoko. So on your screens currently, the players filing past, taking their medals, their gold medals. Kwame Poku in your shot. Amwa there. Listen, for me, this is a toast of good football that we've all enjoyed on your screens. And you wouldn't get this anywhere apart from here on GH1 TV and on Ago TV. Lots of commendations coming in from people who are watching from far and near. From the United States of America, messages coming in to Eric Bequin, telling him they are watching live and the pictures are good and everything. You
guys have shown class. You have shown class. And even the pictures that people are sending to us, you can still see the quality. You can feel it.
Sure.
This is visible. You can see that. You guys are doing so well. And always I do say that when we are applauding you, is the time for you to work extra harder.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah. So it's a good game that we witnessed. It's a very, very good game. And I did tell you that Kotoko is more comfortable playing in Accra than Kumasi.
That's the truth.
So if Kotoko should come to the party, I mean, they will win the day. And it did happen when they came to the party. Yeah.
All right. So the president of the, land, I'm talking about the first gentleman of the land, President John Dramani Mahama. They're giving the players the gold medal. The Kumasi Asante Kotoko technical team there on your screens currently taking their gold medals. And we have the captain waiting to lift the 2025 President's Cup trophy. So we've been counting it down, and it has come down now to the final day, and we have seen the champion. It is Kumasi Asante Kotoko who are lifting the trophy, and we'll be seeing the president hand over the 2025 trophy to them very soon. They'll be going all the way to Kumasi to go and present this to Otumfuo, obviously. And what a way to end the season, and what a way to end this particular game. The Minister for Sports and Recreation there, Honorable Kofi Idi Adams, and also the chairman for Gauka, Mr. Kofi Ansa, John Kofi Ansa, making sure that they put this together well. And also the chairman for the sponsorship committee, Dr. Tony Albin there, all in your shots there. So the president is being ushered to go and lift the President's Cup trophy to give it to the captain of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So let's now head over to the Accra Sports Stadium, hand over to the team there as the president gives the champions, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, the 2025 winners of the President's Cup. On your screens currently, we have the regional minister for for the Ashanti region. He has promised them. And listen, this is the moment. I will need to call some of the players. Have you received your dollars? What is the story going to be like?
Of course. He's going to deliver.
Yeah. So there you have it. This is the moment, Eric. This is the moment every player wishes to have. This is the moment every player has been crying for. Champions of the 2025 Gauka President's Cup, Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And what a way to make it happen for themselves. They come all the way and they play at the backyard of their wives. And there you have the bonfire there by the military, the Ghana Armed Forces, making sure that we have a beautiful day in celebrating our republic with this trophy. And I can see the likes of Kwame Poku, the likes of Amwa is going to go down. It's going to be a long night. The night is very young for them, but unfortunately for Hatsofolk, they're taking an early night. They're going to take, I'm sure that the blankets in Accra is going to get finished soon. I don't know about the weather though, but then hey, in Accra, what a way to lose it, but at your backyard. Not too good for the Americans.
And you know, normally as footballers, when we travel for games of such magnitude, and even the distance becomes more shorter.
Yeah.
But when you lose, it's very, very far. I quite remember one